Right, come on, Ricky. Nice and early. I wrote you a little poem. I'll rip you a new arsehole in this live stream if you want me to. I'll read it out to you if you don't want to read it, mate. I don't mind reading. I'm not one I can read because I had to say everything I had to say. So you've been complete what? Like there's no coming out of that. So yeah. Come on, Ricky, you're not blocked. Everyone knows you're not blocked. You're up nice and early. So I've replied to your message. And yeah, I'll read it out to you if you want that. Do it in about 3 minutes, 5 minutes. Let's see what you've got to say back to me. Yeah? Your 4 thumbs up doesn't bother me at all, mate. I generally don't care about thumbs up. No one's getting blocked. I don't care. His name's behind the screen. We know you're up nice and early. Come on. Sorry it had to be so long, but I had to do this, you know? Yeah. Yeah. Come on, Ricky. I don't mind reading this out to you, man, and let's see what you've got to say back. I was going to bring up something else, but I wanted to stick to the subject that we're talking about. Because I guarantee you're not going to win against me, mate. Trust me, I've been doing this for fucking years. You know, yeah, that's it, man. No one's blocked. No one's blocked. You should read it all, man. It's highlighting everything that you've said. You know, it's highlighting everything that you've said and how you've also contradicted yourself at the end. So I fucked with you up there, didn't I? Really, mate. The last bit is kind of like a big fuck you, you know. But yeah, that's it, man. Now, I'm all good, bro. I just want Ricky to come on. I need to read this out to him because when more people join, I'm gonna read it out. You know, when more people join, anyways. I understand it's long. I appreciate that, but I had to say everything, man. So I had to highlight everything that you was dismissing. Yeah, yeah. I know I'm fucking right. I don't care about names behind the screen, bro. It doesn't bother me. I don't give a fuck. I don't need to block people. I know I'm right. 1,000,000%. 100%. Just chilling, bro. Uh, I'll read it out to everyone. And yeah, you need to learn the definition of facts. I've also quoted some words that you've said to me, which then actually makes it not fact what you're saying. So I'm too smart for you, mate. You understand these things, you know? What changed in the last 2 fucking years, bro? Like, what actually changed in the last 2 years? Did they ban TikTok? Did they ban Instagram? No. That's it, man. They didn't ban any of these things. So your 4 thumbs up, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about your 4 thumbs up. You know, all of these people don't even leave their house. Like, I've probably met more women than they have. I'm all right. I'm a big boy. I can take it. You know, I can defend myself. You know, it's fine. You know, you know. Monty is smarter than me, but you don't get no women. You're a virgin. So, and that's what it is. I very much understand it. Like, these people, like Ricky and these people, they don't get women. This is why they white knight. This is why they do what they do. They don't deal with women. They don't understand anything. Even when they're shown things. Now, I went on a message, the messages, and Tiger said, I see what you mean now. They should have told you first that they didn't want to take things further to you in advance instead of them prolonging it, and your texts are very polite. That I respected him for, because this guy doesn't know me. He doesn't know anything about me. We don't like each other. And yeah, we don't like each other. And for him to write that, that says a lot, mate. And then you got Ricky talking a load of bullshit. Then where he contradicted himself in half of the stuff that he said. But and then I replied to him saying, yeah, it's crazy, yet people still find excuses to put the blame on me. I give up. That's what I said to this tiger. No, it was a different tiger. No. It's a different tiger. This guy does not like me, bro. He doesn't go on any of my shit. So for him to have commented what he's commented, yeah, I want him to come. I'll read the message out to him. I will read the messages out to him if he wants. I don't mind, bro. I'm all for it. I completely fucked you up in my response. There's no getting back. Do you want me to read it? I can read it if you want. I can read what I wrote. I love fucking reading, bro. I can read it. You know? Do you want me to read it? I can read it. I can read it if you want, bro. Yeah? Okay, let me read this, right? This is what I've said, right? Right. He said, just read through some messages and you reek of desperation, loving their messages, asking what they like about you, saying you'll go their city, sending voice notes all after meeting once. You are way too full on. It's massively off-putting to some to women. That's partly why they won't meet you. It's where you're acting. Also, non-stop asking to meet them when you don't know them. You have no game, PJ. That's your problem. This is not a dig. It's just facts. I replied to your message. This is me now. I replied to your message on a video, but in case you can't be bothered to watch it, I'll be nice and reply here. I think that I've read in quotation marks some messages pretty much sums up my argument. You seem to dismiss the ones that didn't reply to the first message. You also dismiss the ones where they replied back once. I asked them a question. I never heard from them ever again. How about the one who admitted to having a great time with me and was still up for meeting, then hit me 3 hours before meeting with, I'm sorry, I'm going to give it another go with my ex? What was the excuse there, Ricky? So yeah, the sum was you picking out a few that you thought you was right on and the others you dismissed because it didn't suit your narrative. Yeah, loving their messages. As I mentioned in my previous video, in brackets, in case you haven't seen it, I would strongly advise you getting your eyes tested if you haven't done so already. Because how did you manage to dismiss the fact that they were loving my messages more than I was loving theirs? Going by your logic, if loving messages on WhatsApp is a big problem, would that not make the women who loved my messages also the problem with me, since they are doing the same? Even loved my messages and I never loved theirs. So by your logic, it's okay for women to love messages, but if I do it back, it justifies them being toxic and leading me on and it being a me problem. You've never addressed the women that loved my first message. First, do tell us what you thought about it. I'm curious, explanation mark. Asking what they like about you, saying you go to their city and sending voice notes all after meeting once and you are too full on and that's partly why they won't meet you. It's the way you're acting. So I wrote, now, as I stated previously, this goes back to, I quote, some messages. But to be honest, it's less than 10%. I said that to 1, 2, 3 people maximum. What about the rest you dismissed that involved none of the things that you're mentioning? Also, you might want to retake geography lessons because Finland is a country, not a city. So last time I checked, so what? I met a woman from Finland. We was talking for a month, so I suggested going to see her. Big deal. You know, question, why are you not allowed to send someone voice notes because you've only met them once? Is this some kind of new rule you've made up? Pretty sure pretty sure people send messages all the time to people that they haven't met. That's partly why they won't meet you, because of how you're acting. I said, now, I'm not sure if you remember, but I approach women in public, bars, clubs. I've never been one for online dating. So if I'm approaching them and they reply and agree to meet and love my messages, in brackets, the thing you call me out for, I would have guessed I came across normal, since why give me their number, reply, love my message, and agree to meet you? I'm sure if I was acting desperate and being off-putting, they wouldn't even bother replying in the first place. That ruins your whole argument. Also, none to meet when you don't know them. Also, non-stop asking them to meet when you don't know them. I would advise you to learn the concept of non-stop. Asking a woman out twice is hardly non-stop. I don't need to know the ins and out about someone because I asked them out on a date twice. It's like when people have a problem with you trying to meet a woman after a week because you're speaking to her too soon. Yet have no problem with women wanting to meet someone straight away without knowing anything about them. Personal experience. Um, you have no game, PJ, and this is not a dig, just facts. I replied, well, considering I don't have to rely on dating apps and can approach women and get them to reply, I would bet that's more than what most can do, including yourself. Am I lying? If not, please do, please do show me how it's done. I'd love to learn from the best. Then I replied, also, after, also, before I finish this, I just wanted to say, please learn the definition of facts. Facts is something that is set in stone. In fact, let me pull a quote from you from yours a while back. Quotation mark. You're good looking, PJ. Women are too picky. That's why you can't pull. Which very much sums up of everything you say in anything but facts. You can't play two sides of a coin. Hold that L. You know. You know. No, 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 no. Come on, we'll start an argument. You know, I'm not insulting you. You know, I'm writing something. Yeah. So at the end of the day, mate, you know, let's have it here and now. You're not getting deleted. No, it would mean it's not that serious. You've been fucking with people for God knows how long on other people's channel. Let's get to the ins and outs. I've quoted everything that you've said, and I've got an answer for it. Starting with the lover hearts. Okay, come. Okay, if you don't want to read it, come on here then. Come on here. So you got bodied, you got shattered. There's nothing you can say. You know, there is literally nothing you can say. The sum messages sums up my argument very well. The sum that you pick to suit your narrative. You understand? It is. Yeah. Just pointing out where. Okay, bro. I'm not angry. I'm not angry at all. I love a debate. What am I angry about, bro? I'm chill. You wanted to have a debate. You wanted to write something. I replied back to you. So what? You're just gonna wind people up and not say anything? I said, took it serious. Not all just pointing out where you're wrong. Aren't you the one non-stop talking about me on your boyfriend's channel? Which is one of the reasons why I unblocked you. So you're. I don't control everything. Everyone's on. They're on block. I'm not gonna block him. So you want to start shit, right? So you're. I actually thought this guy was being serious. So what, bro? You. I mean, I've caught you on your boyfriend's channel talking shit. Yeah, he's more than welcome to air his views about me. I'm not bothered, bro. He's more than welcome to do that. That's all good, man. That's all good in the hood. Yeah, I'm a bit creepy. I don't think so. It's not about it being deep. I'm not angry, bro. I don't mind these debates. What the fuck? It's because what you're saying don't make sense, and you also what you're saying isn't fact as well because you contradicted yourself. Hold that L. You know, people like fucking nonce legs, right, can say what they want because they've. Oh, another thing is, yeah, bro. Like, honestly, oi, bubble, bro. Listen to me, yeah. I'm actually being serious right now. I don't know why this popped up, bro. That guy is so jealous of me talking to women, bro. He is so jealous of me talking. Not Ricky, fucking Virgin Boy, bro. Have you seen it, bro? He gets mad when people talk about women, bro. Talk to women. He hates it. Bro, have you seen it? He hates anyone speaking to women, stalking women on WhatsApp. on the street. Bit of a weird thing to say. Do you not think that? Do you not think that's weird, bro? This guy hates me talking to women. This is how I know he's a virgin. Like, honestly, bro, no, like, hear me out here. We're not talking about Vakia. This is how you know this guy is a big virgin. You know, you always ask me, yeah? Listen to me, bro. Just please listen to me. You're always asking me about how, how I know he's how he's a virgin and stuff. Bro, he gets mad anytime I talk to a woman. Have you not noticed this? I don't know how it popped up. I'm not even subscribed to the cunt, and I don't care about anything he says. But this is weird, and I can't help but tell you how weird it is. Like, he's so jealous of anyone speaking to women. That's how you know he's insecure and he's not happy with himself. Like, bro, this is not even me being reacting. This is me telling you how fucking weird it is what he does. Like, I don't care about anything else. This is weird, and you can't help but acknowledge how fucking weird it is. How do I? It popped up. It popped up. I think no. I saw a comment and I clicked on it. Bro, he is jealous of anyone speaking to women, bro. No, seriously. Like, the first few times, I thought, oh, he's just fucking with you, innit? But no. He definitely hates anyone meeting women, bro. I'm telling you, no. He does. Because think about it, bro. Listen. You know, them messages that I put out there, I would have had to physically went out and met them women, because everyone knows I don't get people off dating apps and whatever. So the fact he's probably thinking in his head, the fact that you've gone out and you've met them women, he's jealous. He is jealous, bro. He is. He fucking well is. Like, even though they didn't meet you, yeah, you're having good conversations with people that you've approached. He could never do that. He hates the fact that you're not a virgin like him. Like, cool, bro, say whatever you want. No one's gonna get blocked. Seriously, he hates anyone meeting new women. That's how I know he's a virgin. Like, you can say what you want. I don't care, disabled girl, bro. Listen, no normal person acts like that. They don't, bro. Seriously, they don't. Seriously, listen, Bubbly, he doesn't. Mm. No one acts like that. Seriously, nobody acts like that, bro. Not even Red Star. Not Red Star, not Pat, not anyone that fucks with me. I swear to God, bro. I promise you. No one acts like that but him. He's a jealous virgin, and I'll be proven to be fucking right. So it's not that serious. How can he be jealous when he's got someone? Um, because the girl that he is with is very ugly and very disabled. I mean, I'm the wrong person to be asking. If he is not jealous, he's got a funny way of showing that he's not jealous by getting mad every single time I meet new women. And he is the only one that does it. So for somebody that's not jealous, they sure fucking act it, mate. They sure act it. He's been this way forever, even when he was single. Even when he was single, this virgin has always been like this. Why do you think he's got the nickname Virgin Boy? He hates anyone meeting. You know what I think it is with him? Let me. Bro, okay. Let me tell you what I personally think this is. You want me to? Bro, I would rather have nobody than be with a disabled girl. And he would rather have somebody else other than who he's with, which is why he stalks all of my sloppy seconds. So I would rather have no one than have a disabled girl. I mean, I'd rather have no one. I don't know how many times I have to explain this. This is what I think it is, right? With this little virgin, you know, is where he's met you, right? This is what I personally think it is. Where he's met you, right? Let me just give my 50 cents. Agree, disagree. I don't give a fuck. Where he's met you, right? Because this is entertaining to me. Where he's met you when you was younger, um, when where's your girlfriend, Eldridge? Where's your girlfriend? Why are you not getting any action? So okay, let me just run by this, right? So when I was on Monty's earlier, I had these people trying to flame me, and do you know how I shut them up? Do you know how I shut every and each one of these people up? There was about 3 of them. I said, "Oh yeah, I'm all of these things, am I?" Well, guess what? You can't take a day off of YouTube, and that's been proven. So I'm all of these things that you are not, and you have all of these things, right? Yet you can't take a day off YouTube, and they couldn't say anything, bro. They generally couldn't say nothing. They got ruined. That's all I had to say was, I've seen you on YouTube. So, anyways, let me tell you what I think it is with this guy, right? So he's met me at a young age, and he's clinged on to you because of his condition, right? Just hear me out, right? So he thought that he was going to be friends with you forever, and and da 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 da. And obviously, where you're younger than him and you have more money than him, you're better looking than him, you've done more things in your life than he has. He hates it, and the fact that you're better looking than him and you've had more women than him, it doesn't matter about now. You've been with more women than him. You've got more life experience than him. He hates it. He hates the fact that is what it is. Doesn't matter what trolls say, bro. Because if he was in a happy, loving relationship and his life was all hunky dory, he wouldn't spend all day fucking with someone. Because that is trying to fuck with someone. Because at the end of the day, that is worse than sitting on YouTube moaning and complaining. We can go live, we can sit there, we can moan and we can complain and whatever. But to actively try to fuck with someone all day, every day, bro, your life ain't good. I can't lie, bro. Your life ain't good. It can't be good. For someone to do that every day, it screams to me someone's an insecure, unhappy virgin. That's the only alarm bells that is ringing. Reaction, no reaction. What the fuck ever, bro. Get on with your life. Fuck somebody reacting to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? You know, nobody that's happy with their life sits on YouTube and tries to fuck with someone all day, every day. It doesn't take Einstein to work this shit out. Why do you think I don't reply to them most of the time? Because I can't be bothered, bro. It's just same keyboard warrior shit. I gain nothing, and you know I'm not in a relationship. So for somebody to be in a relationship and claim they've got all this and claim they've got all that, there's got to be some deep-rooted jealousy somewhere, or you just want to waste your life away on somebody that you're apparently better than every day. So let's really think about which one is the more logical. Is it the fact that he's jealous of something, or he's not jealous of something and will agree with you, and the fact that he just wants to spend all day, every day fucking with somebody whilst apparently he's got all this money and his life is perfect, but he wastes it all day fucking with me? See? It doesn't make sense, does it? Come on, we're all adults here. You know, we can all have our opinion here. Because at least if you admit you're jealous, it won't make you seem like a fucking moron. Because the alternative doesn't make sense. The alternative does not make no sense whatsoever. You understand, bro? It doesn't. It doesn't. Because my life's not perfect. I don't claim that my life's perfect, but I don't do half the shit these people do on it. You know? So they're not even like moaning or complaining. They're actually fucking with people on here. That's the thing, bro. That's the thing. So, and I've come off and no, I'm not mentioning him, bro. I'm just using it as an example, bro. I mention him very rarely, but I'm using it as an example. We're having a renewal here. It shows that he is definitely jealous of something, or his life is shit. You know, you know. Yeah, he'll never stop. That's why. Yeah, I know he'll never stop. That's fine, bro. I don't mind. He's jealous of something. It's obvious. No, 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 no. He will never stop. He will never, ever, ever stop. No, 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 no. He will never stop. Listen, these people, if you let me talk here, these people do this for reaction. It doesn't wash anymore. They don't do it for reaction. And how I know this is because even if you don't react to these people, they would still do it. It's not about a reaction. That is far long gone, that excuse. It's not about reactions because, you know, it's not about a reaction. It really, really isn't, because even if you don't react to them, they will still do it. Like, and I'm prepared to prove that to you if you want. No, I'm not giving him everything he wants. I'm telling everyone how much of a sad cunt he is. What? So that's everything you want, okay? And then after I stop doing that, then what? Okay, so I'm telling everyone that you're jealous that I can approach women and I can speak to women on WhatsApp, okay? And then what? So you got what you want, okay? And then what? Okay, I don't understand. And what? She doesn't make any sense. So so you so you will fuck with somebody every day just to get a 5 minute reaction every 6 months. Do you not see that as a bit strange? Because I don't message USA Izzy. I don't fuck with anyone she knows. I don't do anything like that. That's like me fucking with her until until she reacts with me every day. Why? Why would I want that? You know what I'm saying? I'm not sure. I'm gonna cook some bacon in a bit though. I'm a bit hungry now. So if you're obsessed with somebody, you would do it. Reaction or no reaction. So these people are obsessed. It is weird. It is weird. It is very weird. Yeah, it is strange. So when that Ricky Million did not want nothing, apparently it's not that serious, but it is that serious because you write shit every day on your boyfriend's channel, right? And yeah, you write shit on your fucking on your boyfriend's channel, and then it's very serious to you to be doing this, you know? It's a madness, isn't it? It's the fucking madness, man. I did find it funny, bro. Like some of this shit. I've got some nice smoked piggies. I ain't had smoked bacon in ages, to be fair, man. You know, even this guy is replying to Tiger. Yeah, I think the ones that are thumbs up in Ricky are trolls, and then the ones that's he's got 5 thumbs up, right? So he's got no, he's got 3 thumbs up because one of them's me, and Ricky's got 5. So a lot of people agree with this guy. I see what you mean. They should have told you first. They didn't want to take things further to you in advance instead of them prolonging it. And your texts are very polite too. That is good. There's no making excuses. It's just that. That is the truth. Yeah, it's and that's where we're at. So that is genuine. That's why I got 3 thumbs up. 4 if you include me. I had to thumbs that up. So no, I didn't, bro. No. Yeah. Ricky got bodied. So yeah, the fact that this guy got 3 thumbs up, I think there is people that do agree with me. I see what you mean. Now, I mean, you've only just seen what I mean now, Tiger. I mean, this has been going on for fucking years, bro. You know, like at the end of the day, I don't know. I don't know what you can do right now. Yeah, I don't even give a fuck about sex anymore, to be honest, bro. That's why I don't use escorts. I can't be annoyed with it. I can't be bothered. Sex, can't be fucked with that. But yeah, it seems that Tiger still goes on my channel, but he doesn't go on my live stream. It's strange. I might go out on my birthday, but can't see it. I can't see it, to be fair. Yeah, I don't even have a sex drive anymore, bro. I can't be bothered. I can't be fucked. I really can't be bothered with it, man. Really can't. Fuck knows. You think I'll ever drink again? I don't know, you know. I don't drink anymore. No. Don't know why. I just You just get used to being by yourself, man. So I don't really care anymore. What did you think of the messages? Guys trying to fucking wind me up. Yeah, pretty much. I could go out on my birthday, but there's just no point. You're never going to meet anyone. I need to change at this age now. I need to leave, bro. I need to really get out of here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I got fit off the last time I went out and I spent that £500-600, bro. It put me off. Then I won the money back and I was like, I don't want to do it again, bro. Fuck that. Yeah, this Ricky's a troll, man. I thought he was actually being serious, but he's just a fucking troll. The three people liked Tiger's message, so they must have been agreeing with me. So yeah. Yeah, but I don't understand how he can believe that when he's an idiot, bro. Because it's like half people agreeing with me, then half people agreeing with him. But I don't understand how they can agree with him when these women have actually agreed to meet me. That's where his argument fucks up. Because he's saying that I'm coming on. Okay, so if I'm coming off as weird and desperate, right? Why are these women giving you their number, loving your messages, and then agreeing to meet you? Does that not make sense to you? It doesn't make sense. If you was coming across weird, they wouldn't even reply back, let alone agree to meet you. So that's where his argument seems to fall flat on its ass. You know what I'm saying? So that's it. And also, this is the bit that says, also, none, stop asking them to meet you when you don't know them. Yeah, you can. Yeah, but okay. But I don't understand how he's saying that I reek of desperation. So why did these women agree to meet me? And he says that I'm loving their messages, but they were loving my messages. So it that's not even an opinion. And then he says sending voice notes after all meeting once. I mean, you don't need to meet someone 26 times before sending somebody a voice note. That doesn't make sense. And why is it okay? Um, no, the reason I'm calling him a troll is because he's not reading what I wrote. No, I'm not saying that he's a troll for that. I'm saying that he's a troll because he's not reading my response. That's why. If you agree, you agree. If you disagree, you disagree. I mean, I've already got 3 people that agree with me that don't even like me. So fucking at the end of the day, right? You're having your opinion, but you're also dismissing a lot of the other messages, what they've done. Why are you dismissing what they've done? So that's it. Like, so you're coming across as weird and desperate. Yeah, they're messaging you back, loving your messages, and agreeing to meet you. So what happened within the last couple of hours then? What happened? Because if they don't message you, they've got an argument. They can say, "Oh yeah, you come across as weird," or they gave you their number to get away. And they could very much use that argument, and to that, you wouldn't have any sort of defense, or you know, even if they say, "Oh, I don't want to take things further," straight away, they could argue you've done something wrong. But when they constantly keep messaging you back, loving your messages, agreeing to meet you, you've got no argument with them ones. You generally fucking don't. You know, like he would have been better off saying the ones that didn't reply to you, you acted weird and that's why they didn't reply to you, because we wouldn't be able to argue with that, you know? So then by your own admission, you would be admitting that they're leading me on then. So if I'm acting weird and they're messaging me, agreeing to meet me, you would then say that what they're leading me on. You're not, you won't win, bro. You really won't win. Because if you're right, if you're right on something, I'll say that you're right on something. It's not a problem. And I said to him about that woman in California, right? We met, we agreed to meet, right? I fucking owned him, innit? He got fucked, bro. I okay, so then right, so that woman in California, right, said she was gonna meet me, you know? Said she was gonna meet me, right? Listen. Said she was gonna meet me, yeah? And she said she had a great time with me. Yeah, on when we were supposed to be meeting, she said that she's getting back with her ex. Ricky didn't say anything about this one. You understand? So he's dismissed a lot of the ones where he knew he was wrong on. You understand? Maybe, bro, maybe if they were genuine, but he's if he's given his opinion, why has he dismissed 90% of the messages? Because it doesn't suit his narrative and he knew he would have lost. That's why. You understand? He knew that, why didn't we hear about the other ones? Why did these women agree to meet if I'm so weird? Why do they love my message? Why can't I love their message, but they can love my message? There's a lot of unanswered questions here. If he's definitely not a troll, he should be able to answer these ones then. Because he says that I'm loving their messages. They loved my messages before I loved their messages. So he is strange. He is strange. I mean, who do you think won the argument, me or him? I don't care if people disagree with me. No one they just don't dismiss things that don't suit you. You know? Mm. He had some points. Okay. So, okay then. So why is it okay for them to love my messages and I can't love their messages? Why is it that these women have agreed to meet me if I'm so weird? I mean, answer the questions. You know, we're all up for a debate. You know, I'm going over some of the things he says off my heart, right? Like at the end of the day, uh, you saying that I'm loving their messages and that's a problem, but they were loving my messages. So what's wrong with loving someone's messages? I don't understand. Um, so he doesn't he doesn't have a valid point. He doesn't have a valid point because if he had a valid point, they wouldn't agree to meet you. That's why he doesn't have a valid point because why are these women agreeing to meet you if you're weird? Do you not get me? Think about it, right? You approach a woman, right? And she thinks you're weird. You message her, she's not going to reply. She's not going to reply and agree to meet you. Why has she agreed to meet you? And you got so he doesn't have any points. Also, I was going to bring up cold approaches, but that's changed the subject. I'd rather stick to the subject because I'm proving him to be wrong. That's the thing. Like I am proving him to be wrong. That's the thing. Okay, so what I'm asking is, why are they allowed to love my messages, but I'm not allowed to love their messages? If I'm so weird, why have they agreed to meet me? Then didn't. I'm curious as to why does it happen? You know, he doesn't have valid points. He doesn't have no valid points. I don't need to ask them because I already know the answer. I'm asking you. You know, what he's saying don't make sense. There's been approaches where I've approached a woman and she's not even given me the chance. What's wrong with this society, right? Is they hate to admit that women have got unrealistic standards. This is what the problem is. This is where this problem comes into it, you know? Because because I want to know if you know the answer. This is what the problem is. This is very much the problem. And yes, men do as well. Men do the same. They don't do the same thing because their standards are just high. They're not unrealistic. People don't want to admit that women have got unrealistic standards. That's what the problem very much is. And they try to sugarcoat it by saying, "Oh, well, you got a bad personality," and this is what happens, bro. Clearly, but I mean, does Kaylee have standards? Well, you're talking about fucking stinking slags that nobody would get with. So, I mean, and I'm pretty sure there's people that Natalie G haven't got with. But I mean, you're talking about slaggy, dreggy, ugly women. I mean, that's a bit different, you know? That's a bit different. Okay. Sorry, let me rephrase that. Okay. Average women, right? Someone that's like a 5 out of 10. Yeah. And to be honest with you, I would say Katie does have standards. She only went with Rice to piss Monty off. I mean, she would never get with me, even though I don't like her. I mean, I think she only done that because, you know, to piss Monty off. I mean, she would never get with me, even though I don't like her. Um, Average is like, I don't know. Not USA, is he? She's below average. Maybe that Brazilian one that I kissed. Listen. Okay. Let me ask this to Ricky, right? So, you know how you say that about women, it's weird and stuff, right? Now, I've got a video on this channel that's unlisted where I have gone to try to meet a woman, speak to a woman, and she's like, I'm not interested in getting to know anyone or meeting anyone. That was lit. She didn't even let me finish my sentence. I mean, I can put it up if you want. It was when I was in the cinema. I put it up. I was like, oh, let me go and approach this woman. I'm not interested in getting to know anybody or knowing anyone. What was the excuse that time? I mean, I've literally got it where I've tried to approach a woman on a train station and her first word was, I'm not interested. You see what we're trying to say here when you're trying to say about how it's people, people's personality and stuff. And it's just, it seems like it's very, very, very much a cover up because they've got unrealistic standards and they don't want women being made to seem like they're wrong. And I have got videos where I've approached women and they've said straight away they're not interested. So wouldn't that kind of contradict everything that you're saying since we're having a debate? I've already given up, bro. I'm done. Like, I'm leaving. So would that not kind of contradict everything that you're saying? Because they didn't get to know me, my personality, nothing. I mean, it's not a zero success rate, is it? I wouldn't say it's a zero success rate, you know? And yeah, that's it. No, I don't want you to agree with me. If you want to disagree, you can disagree. I'm just asking him, bro, if you want to disagree, disagree with me. I don't mind. You're not going to get blocked. I'm a big boy. I can take it. No, I've been with women. I've been on dates with women. I've been with women, bro. Come on. I've had one that stands. But yeah, I just wanted to say that to Ricky. I've got some approaches where, yeah, where they'd not even give me the chance. So what was that time then, Ricky? Like, yeah, maybe I should put them up for Ricky. There's a lot of women that you will just go and speak to them and they'll say straight away, not interested. They'll just dismiss you straight away without even looking at you. So I think we need to stop lying to people at this point, you know? Um, one, I can tell you how many one night stands I've had. I mean, I've got a blowjob in an alleyway as well. I can tell you actually. One, two, three. One second. USA is the Manchester, Nottingham, Stig, ton. Five one night stands. Five. I've got blowjob in that. No. More than that. Six. Just a 19-year-old. One, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, I've been with six people that weren't escorts. That's not bad. That is still pretty like it's higher than a normal woman's body count, I'd say. Blowjob in the alleyway, and obviously I fingered people and stuff. Yeah, six. I've been with six people. Sorry, I had to calculate that. That's gone over my head. Yeah, yeah, 628. Yeah, that's how it is, right? Isn't it? I just try to see the positives. I just try to see it as like I try to see it as I've been with women, you know, like so. I just try and see the positives, even though it's hard to, but yeah. Nope, I'm not going to any of them places. It's full of English people. But what I think the problem is, honestly, yeah, I don't think I'm ugly. I think everyone that's not a troll can agree with that. I think it's because I don't look like I'm fully white. I think that is the problem, bro. Like, I generally do. That's what I think it is. Um, that's what I think it is. Well, personality doesn't matter unless they already accept you or give you the chance. Until they do that, personality doesn't come into it. Again, you need to get through their looks. You need to get through their unrealistic threshold. No, 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 no. Being not ugly is not good enough. Being decent looking is not good enough for them. It might seem good enough for you. It might seem good enough for me, but that's not good enough to them. A woman would reject you basically because you don't have a beard or because you have a beard. So it's not good looking might be enough for you, and good looking might be enough for me. But it's not how I'm talking to them. So it's not even just looks. It's not even just looks. It's their preference. If you're not their preference, they won't get with you. So it's not even just that. It's ethnicity and their preference as well. It's not even just that. Like, okay, let me give you an example, yeah? Yes, it's looks, but what I'm saying is even if you're good looking, they're still not going to give you a chance. I can make myself good looking and I try and speak to someone and they say straight away, I'm not interested. Okay, I'll give you an example, right? Say there's a woman. Let me give you an example. Let me give you this analogy. And she likes a guy with brown hair, blue eyes, um, and a bit of stubble. And I try my best to look the best I possibly can. She won't get with me. She won't even give me the chance. That's what I mean by their unrealistic standards. So that's what I'm saying. So you could be good looking and still, you know what I'm saying? And that's what the problem generally is. Don't get me wrong. I fucked up a few times. I'm not saying I'm perfect. I fucked up a few times. I could have been in relationships and stuff. Don't get me wrong, but I'm saying that most of the time that is what it is. Because if you go on a dating app, right, and you use a white guy, yeah, he will get more success than me. Somebody that looks fully white. You know what I'm saying? But me, I'll get fuck all. It's strange. It is strange. Yeah. Nope. 5'10". Oh, that's another thing. Height as well. So it is their standards. Definitely is their unrealistic standards. Thanks to simps and white knights. Well, it's not really them. It's social media, isn't it? That's allowed them to be able to do that. So really, we need to blame the people that made fucking TikTok and dating apps and shit. But, yeah. So yeah. So that's how it is. Yeah. Yeah, they've got unrealistic standards. Simple. And the last time I went out approaching, I was super confident as well. Super confident. Yes, men have standards, but they don't have unrealistic standards. And do you want me to know? Do you want me to prove how I'm? Do you want me to tell you how I know? Because I put a dating profile up as an average woman, and she's got 5,000 likes. I put pictures up of me, and I don't get any matches. Read into that what you will. Did you see my response to Ricky Millington? Joe. If you haven't, I'll read it out to you. I done a little message to him. I'm very good at reading, and I want you to give your opinion on it. I'm into this shit, you know, like writing and stuff. Yeah, I done a fake profile of a woman, and she got 5,000 likes, and I can't even get a like. Yeah, it says it all. So, Joe, because you're an impartial party. Okay, I'm going to read it to you, yeah? No distractions. Right? So, let me read this to you. It will take a minute. And you can tell me what, oh, fuck. You can tell me what you think, bro. I'm good at reading on like Monty, right? Let me ban this guy for a sec because he's going to put us off. So, here's the thing, yeah? Right. You still there before I read this? Even then, he says in the end when he lost that it's not that serious. So you're still there before I read this, yeah? I really want to read it out to you because I've done this myself. So he said, just read through some messages and you reek of desperation, loving the messages asking what they like about you, saying you'll go to their city, sending voice notes all after meeting once. You are too full on. It's massively off-putting to women. That's partly why they won't meet you. It's the way you're acting. Also, non-stop asking to meet them when you don't know them. You have no game, PJ. That's your problem. And this is not a dig, just facts. I replied saying, I replied to your message on a video, but in case you can't be bothered to watch it all, I'll be nice and reply here. I think that I've read in quotation marks some messages pretty much sums up my argument. You seem to dismiss the ones that didn't reply to the first message. You also dismiss the ones where they replied back once. I asked them a question and I never heard from them ever again. How about the one who admitted to having a great time with me and was still up for meeting, then hit me 3 hours before meeting with, I'm sorry, I'm going to give it another go with my ex? What was the excuse there, Ricky? So the, I quote, some was you picking out the few that you thought you was right on and the others you dismissed because it didn't suit your narrative. In quotation mark, loving their messages. I wrote, as I mentioned in my previous video, in brackets in case you haven't seen it, I would strongly advise you getting your eyes tested if you haven't done so already, because how did you manage to dismiss the fact they were loving my messages more than I was loving theirs? Going by your logic, if, in quotation mark, loving someone's message on WhatsApp is a big problem, would that not make the women who love my messages the problem, since they're doing the same? Some even loved my messages and I never loved theirs. So by your logic, it's okay for women to love my messages, but if I do it back, it justifies them being toxic, leading me on, and it being a me problem. You never addressed the women that loved my first message first. Do tell us all about it. Do tell us all about what you thought about it. I'm curious. In quotation mark, asking what they like about you, saying you'll go to their city and send them voice notes all after meeting once. You are too full on, and that's partly why they won't meet you. It's the way you're acting. Then my reply to that, what I quoted. Now, as I stated previously, this goes back to the I quotation mark some messages, but to be honest, it's less than 10%. I said that to 1 to 2 women maximum. What about the rest that dismissed the rest you dismissed that involved none of the things you're mentioning? Also, you might want to retake geography lessons, because Finland is a country, not I quotation mark city. Last time I checked, so what, I met a woman from Finland. We was talking for a month, so I suggested going to see her. Big deal. Question: why are you not allowed to send someone voice notes? Because you've only met them once. Is this some kind of new rule you've made up? Pretty sure people send voice notes all the time to people they haven't even met. That's partly why they won't meet you, because of how you're acting. Then I replied, now I'm not sure if you remember, but I approach women in public, bars, clubs. I've never been one for online dating. So if I'm approaching them and they reply and agree to meet me and love my messages, in brackets, the thing you called me out for, I would have guessed I came across as normal. Since why give me their number, reply, loved my message, and then agreed to meet me. I'm sure if I was acting desperate and being off-putting, they wouldn't bother even replying in the first place, which ruins your whole argument. Then then I was like, also non-stop asking to meet them when you don't know them. I would advise you to learn the concept of non-stop. Asking a woman out twice is hardly non-stop. I don't need to know the ins and outs about someone because I asked them on a date twice. It's like when people have a problem with you trying to meet a woman after a week of speaking to her and claiming it's too soon, yet have no problem with a woman wanting to meet someone straight away without even knowing anything about them. Brackets, personal experience, USA, Izzy, other people, ta. And you have no game, PJ. This is not a dig, just facts. And then I wrote, well, considering I don't have to rely on dating apps and can approach women and get them to reply, I would bet that's more than most men can do, in brackets, including yourself. Am I lying? If not, please do show me how it's done. I'd love to learn from the best. Then the last bit was, also, before I finish this, I just wanted to say, please learn the definition of facts. Facts is something that is set in stone. In fact, let me pull up a quote from yours a while back. You're good looking, PJ. Women are too picky. That's why you can't pull, which very much sums up everything you saying as being anything but facts. You can't play two sides of a coin. Hold that L. He got fucking ruined. I mean, what the fuck can you say to that? Seriously, what can you say to that? What the fuck can you say to that? Nothing. You got ruined, mate. Fucking ruined. Which is something them 7 fucking thumbs up won't fucking tell you. Because that's that, innit? You know, that is that. You got fucked. You got bodied, mate. What the fuck can you say to that? I don't need to delete nothing. You got ruined, mate. Absolutely ruined. Absolutely fucking ruined, mate. So yeah, who's gonna pay for this guy's funeral, mate? Because he got wrecked. So the thing is, Joe, right? If he turned around and said, "Oh, the ones that didn't reply to you, you made them feel uncomfortable. They gave their number to get away from you," he'd have an argument, and you wouldn't really be able to convince him that you're right. I mean, yeah, they gave your number, but they could have done it to get away from you. You understand? So that then he would win. But obviously, where they're replying back to you, they're loving your messages, doing the very thing that they're saying not to do, and they're agreeing to meet you. It's going to be hard to get out of that one by saying, "Oh, you're acting weird." So because you're acting weird, they're leading you on and agreeing to meet you, yet not meeting you. So at the very least, they're leading you on, right? Mate, it doesn't make sense. Really, really does not make sense. And trust me, if I thought I was wrong, I would say I'm wrong. Like, you're not gonna, you know, he could have easily had me by the balls if he said about, you know, the ones that didn't reply back. I mean, think of this, Joe. There's this guy, right? He's called Tiger, not the tiger that I fighted, and he said to me, I see what you mean now. They should have told you first that they didn't want to take things further to you in advance instead of prolonging it, and your texts are very polite too." That got 3 thumbs up, 4 if you include me. So these are people that don't even like me that are saying this. So I don't care about thumbs up. I don't care who's against me. I don't need to block anyone. I'll stand my ground. Simple. So yeah, that's it. Because yeah, you got fucking wrecked. There's nothing you can say. You're not coming back from that, bro. Unless you want to pick out other fucking messages. Um. So yeah, you got fucked in the ass. No, but you get my point. You get one point. Okay, Joe. If you're acting weird and you're coming across as weird, right? Why have these women gave you their number, replied to you, loved your message, and agreed to meet you. That is not the acts of somebody that is weirded out. Do you not understand? So, and also, for fun fact, right? Would you class USA Izzy as working out or not working out? Would you class that as a success? There's a reason why I'm asking you this. I mean, would you class that as something that worked out better than the other ones? You know? And also, I could have showed him other things, but that's kind of changing the subject. And I wanted to stick on the subject. I can show him messages, right? No, not messages. I can show him approaches where I've tried to approach a woman and she's not even let me finish my sentence. That would fuck up your argument as well. You know, I've had it. I've got a video on this channel right now that's unlisted where I've tried to speak to a woman and she said straight away, I'm not interested in meeting anyone or getting to know anyone before I'd even finished my sentence. So I'd love to see you talk your way out of that one. And also, you're saying about how asking somebody if they like you is weird. I asked USA Izzy, what do you like about me? And I got sex. Would that not ruin your argument? Okay, yeah, they went back to their country and they fucked off, but I got them, I got their body. Let's just say if you've done that every week, we could class that as some sort of success. So I can ask one woman something that would work, but I can't ask it doesn't your argument don't make sense. The only argument you have is they gave you the number to get away from you, and that's why they didn't reply to you. Because you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing that they could say with their messages. I'm giving them suggestions. You know what I'm saying? It's mad. You know? I can show you the approach if you want me to. It was from a few years ago, but it's an example. It's happened a few times, you know. You tried to speak to someone and they said straight away, I'm not interested. I don't want to know. I'm not interested in knowing anyone. Now, if you put that on Reddit, they'd call you an incel, you know? Which is which obviously contradicts what they're saying because they're saying that women go for personality. No, 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 no. But that doesn't really make a lot of sense, you know? So that's it. And also, why have you dismissed 90% of the other messages as well? That's another thing, you know? So yeah. And he took a big L in the end because he also contradicted what he said. So is it women are too picky or is it the way that I'm acting? Because you can't play two sides of a coin. That's the point of heads or tails, you know? And that's it. So yeah. I put some good messages out there. I put some really good messages out there as well. See, the thing is, these people don't know anything. If they wouldn't last a day approaching women, they wouldn't last a day. Uh, to him as well, I said, quotation mark, I said, took it serious. Not at all, just pointing out where you're wrong. Aren't you the one non-stop talking about me on your boyfriend's channel? Yeah, when someone puts you in your place, they're taking it too serious. I loved writing that paragraph. I was almost having a wank whilst fucking writing it. It's fucking lush because it's the truth, you know? It is the fucking truth. You can ask a woman to meet you a couple of times if you don't know her. Okay. What so what if you don't know them? You know? What the fuck? Go tell a woman to stop meeting men for casual sex because they don't know them. You know, what's your opinion on women going to a club and fucking somebody within 5 minutes that they don't know? No, but do you see my points though? No, there is more to life, but you do not understand my point. You know, if you readed, if you fucking, if you weirded a woman out, just stop making excuses for them. You know, it's not like I couldn't have been wrong in every single one of their messages. There's no way I could have been wrong in every single one of them. So if I was given an unbiased opinion on myself, reading their messages, I would say that the ones that replied back were in the wrong because they've led you on, a bit like what Tiger said. And the ones that didn't reply, you could have possibly done something wrong, said something wrong, acted weird. That's what I would have said. I would have targeted the ones that didn't reply more because they would have a valid argument for that one. They can't say that you're weirding women out that are agreeing to meet you. That doesn't make any sense. And saying that I've loved their messages when they've loved mine. That's weird. That is fucking weird, bro. And then you're saying I'm taking things serious because I literally ripped you apart in my last message. Come on, bro. It's not serious to me. I'm calm, man. I don't mind. I'm gonna make some piggies in a bit. Because if you come across in a bad way, people wouldn't reply. And they certainly wouldn't agree to meet you. We need to stop acting like women don't have unrealistic standards the same way men do. We need to really, really, really stop sugarcoating this shit. Nah, bro. Just replying to some guy, bro. About he was trying to critique some of the things I'd done, and I replied to him. Completely wrecked him, bro. Completely wrecked him. I'm not deleting any. I don't care about your thumbs up. I'm not blocking anyone, bro. What I find mad is why you'd get 8 thumbs up, even though I've shown where they've led me on. That's the bit. But again, I don't give a fuck, to be honest with you, because I know them 3 people that agreed with me on some other person's thing is genuine. I mean, not to be weird or rude, but when was the last time these people have probably left their house? You know, it's like it's strange, man. Like it is weird. It is weird. I mean, at this point, Joe, there's no point even really getting into any kind of debate, is it? Because I've shown what I can. You know, I've tried more than anyone in the world, and they still sit there and they will always sit there and take the blame off of women. This is something that we need to accept and just don't get into any debates with anyone. I think that's it in the future, in the near future. Because if I'm wrong and they want to say that I'm wrong, but you can't have been wrong every time. Just like I'm sure they could have been wrong every time. You understand what I'm saying? It's strange. You've met someone, they've agreed to meet you, they backed out. What the fuck? I don't get it. I seriously don't get these people, man. But that Tiger, that guy was genuine. Nah, bro, I don't have him today. He's not actually my dog. It's like USA Izzy, you know. I'm not saying every single thing that she was saying about me was wrong. She exaggerated it, but exaggerated it. Um, but at the end of the day, the way she went about it was the wrong way. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Now, I'll give you an example, right? Um, there's this woman from Italy, right? I tell you, and this woman, I actually thought she was a narcissist because I tell you what happened, right? Quickly, because I was on this message, I didn't put the message up. So this is an example, right? So I approached her, and I was her tour guide for like an hour, 2 hours. Nothing sexual, not trying to kiss, didn't drink. We just walked around and spoke about things and ret-a-tet-a-tet. Showed her around the M&M shop. And then she gave me a number. Now I didn't think anything was going to happen. I didn't want anything to happen. Then I've messaged her the next day, and then she's not replied, which I thought was a bit cunty, really. You know, when you spend that amount of time with someone and they can't even reply back, especially when you're not expecting anything. And then as soon as I wrote a negative message, she was like, "Oh, sorry, I didn't reply back to your message sooner." And I'm thinking, you was never going to reply back to my message. It's been 3 months. It was a bit rude, considering nobody was expecting anything. And then she was like, "Oh, I didn't want to lead you on." I mean, if you replied that you wasn't looking for anybody, considering you lived in another country, and granted you didn't lead anyone on, I'm pretty sure people would have been okay with it. And then throughout the whole paragraph, she was just trying to victimize herself. Um, it's weird. It's very, very weird. She was just trying to victimize herself throughout the whole. And I'm thinking, yeah, I mean, when I approached you first, you probably did feel uncomfortable, because I would feel uncomfortable. But then as time went on, you surely understood that nobody was going to take your phone. They got your number, and they they had good intentions in the end. So I just don't. She was a proper narcissist. She was. You could tell by what she was writing. You know, it's like they always have to try to victimize themselves. It's like, you know, you just replied like a normal person. I mean, yeah, you might have not, you might have not owed anyone anything, but it would have took 5 seconds. I mean, I'm just using examples like shit that people have to go through with these women. You know, you was never going to reply back ever. Don't say about you replying back sooner. You was never going to reply. Why are you trying to victimize yourself? It's ridiculous. Um, and then she's saying, "Oh, I didn't feel the connection." I'm thinking, huh? I wrote one message to you. You live in a different fucking country. I don't think anything was gonna. I don't think I was expecting to fucking go to Italy. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like it's. If you are honest with somebody, then that's fine. That's people would rather somebody. I don't know about everyone, but I'd rather someone be honest than tell a load of bullshit, tell a load of lies. And it's just that example was really cunty, because if you meet somebody in a bar in a club and they don't reply, I mean, it's not as bad, because we just put it down to like they're drunk and they just can't be bothered, whatever. And obviously they're drunk. But when someone's not drunk and you've spent time with them and they can't even reply, it's a bit rude, isn't it? I mean, let's be fair, Joe. So I don't have a type of woman, whatever I like. But yeah, you know what? Yeah, and there is more to life than women, and having these debates is fucking pointless, because yeah, it's yeah. So, but like USA Easy, the way she went about things was weird, very very weird. Since we want to bring up examples, I mean, you didn't contact me or address me personally, stating that you had an issue. You know, and you know what I find so weird about women, Joe? Yeah, is, you know, when you go on a date, right, and they they claim that it's like they give up on the first sight of disappointment, instead of just like giving things a little bit more time to see if things will work. They give up at like any kind of disappointment. They're like, nope, that's done. Like that is another thing that I find is fucked up. Like they like if they go on a date with you and then within 10, 20 seconds they claim they don't feel the vibe. I mean, feelings grow, people change. People can go from not liking people to liking someone. So they don't really even give stuff a chance. They give up at the first sign of disappointment. It's weird. It is weird. That's another thing I noticed. You know? It's weird. It is weird. But yeah, I'm at that stage now anyways, Joe. I don't give a fuck. Like, if I meet someone or not, I don't even have a sex drive anymore. So fucking, maybe I've just had so many fucked up experiences and this is why I can't relate, you know? But do you not understand that Italian woman, she was cunty. That was just cunty. Because it's like you've done everything to victimize yourself when you knew in the end that someone had good intentions. I mean that was fucked up. So they're just um yeah, they give up at the saying they give up at the first sign of disappointment. Um like one of the dates I went on, she was like 32 and I acted normal. We had similar interests and then she was like, oh, and I said, when are we meeting again? So I don't really feel the vibe. And I'm thinking, so what, you're gonna give up at the first sign of disappointment? I don't know what more they want you to do other than what you're already doing. So it just I don't get it. I don't get it. Um, but yeah, I've had so many fucked up experiences. This is why I can't be one of these people that lick women's asses. You know, maybe if I didn't meet so many women, maybe I'd agree, but I can't agree with somebody that's had my experiences. You can't agree with these people. Um, and I'm pretty sure you wouldn't either, even if you didn't care, because I know what they're like. I've met so many women. Like, how many women do you think I've met in my life? How many do you think I've met? I've probably met probably more than anybody my age. I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I've met a lot. I've met a lot of people, bro. So I can't see the good in them. I really, really can't. But what I will say, Joe, is Nonce is still very jealous of me speaking to other women. Have you clocked on that on his channel? Um, he's very, very obsessed with me speaking to other women. This is weird. I clicked on it because one of the comments popped up. So I clicked on the channel just to, well, let me see. And yeah, he is very, very jealous of people speaking to other women. No one else does this. No Red Star, Pat Mustard never used to do it. He's very, very jealous of anyone being able to meet new women. Like, even though someone like they said they were going to meet and they never, I think it's more the fact that you are capable of going out and meeting women and actually getting their numbers, something that he can't do. Because believe it or not, it's a normal thing to me, but most men can't do it. Most men wouldn't be able to go out and get women's numbers and get them to reply back. It is, even though it seems nothing to me, that is a big thing. You know, most people wouldn't be able to do that, especially by themselves. So he doesn't like the fact that you can go out and meet women. He doesn't like, I don't know what it is. It is weird, Joe. Like, really, really, it is, and it ain't for reaction because no one else. It generally, you can see that, bro. It's not just been with a couple of people. He's done it with a lot of people. I don't know why I don't know why he does that. I think he's not happy in his relationship, and he definitely doesn't get sex. Joe, like, I'm trying to think what it could be. Why somebody would be jealous of someone else meeting other women? It's so weird. Very, 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 very strange individual. No one else acts like that. Nobody else acts like that, bro. I'm telling you, no one does. No one else does. No Red Star, no Pat, no nobody, bro. No one cares. If I meet women, no one cares. No, it's not a reaction. No, it's not a reaction. Because even if you don't give them a reaction, they still do it. So you can't even use that as an excuse. And he is the only one that does it. No, 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 no. He is the only. No, with that, that is that is something wrong, bro. Like all of the other things he's trying to do to piss you off, but that is genuine. That is genuine. He used to do it with Izzy as well. No, no, no. He used to do it with Izzy as well. No one else does it but him. So no, 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 no. He doesn't. He does it because he's weird. He's weird. He's very weird. But you need to stop this whole reaction thing, Joe, because it doesn't wash anymore. Because listen, right? He's the one coming on YouTube every single day, fucking with someone for a reaction. Okay, let's go by your logic. So let's say he's doing it for a reaction, right? So let's just say he's going to get a reaction every month. So let's just say that it is promised that I'm going to react to him every month. So I'm on YouTube every day for a month. He fucks with me every day. And then after the month, I react for 5 minutes. Okay. And then what? So you've wasted all of that time, all of that energy to get what? 5 minutes of reaction. Strange. For somebody that's got a girlfriend, for somebody that claims they've got all of this and they're not skin, it makes you wonder why they would sit on YouTube every single day fucking with somebody for a reaction. I mean, would it get boring after a while? I mean, what? Someone reacted every month. Okay, so you react and then what? Okay, then and I reacted for 5 minutes and then what? It doesn't wash. It really, really doesn't. You know, we're not talking about somebody that's coming on for 5 seconds writing shit and you're going mad for hours every time. I mean, what, a reaction every month? That's like me, right? Fucking with somebody every day for a month. I don't know, bro. What did you think of my messages? I thought they're pretty good, man. I don't delete their numbers, I delete their convos. I don't know why, I just leave it up there, bro. It's just a habit. So, anyways, he fucks with me every day and I reply to him every month. Then what? Then what, Joe? You know? You can't be all of these things that people are telling you that you are. I'll give you an example. I was on Monty Man's live stream yesterday, and these people are saying that I don't have this, I don't have that, I don't have this. Oh, I'll reply to you, Jay. One second. I don't have this, I don't have that. Um, uh, I don't have this, I don't have that. And then I simply replied, okay, well, you're the ones that sit on YouTube all day, every day. You can't take a day off of YouTube. I've proven that many times. So what's your life? They couldn't reply. They just shut up. That old account. Because what can you say? Yeah, I'm this, I'm skin, I'm this, I'm that, and you don't even know how much money I have. You don't know anything about me. Okay. So if your life is so good, why are you sat on YouTube all day, every day, typing from the time you go to bed to the time you wake up to the time you go to bed? And Jay Willow, the reason I message again, okay, so if I message somebody and they don't reply, I will message them again 2 weeks later. And because sometimes it's work where they've not replied to the first message, and if I message them again one more time in 2 weeks, they've met me. So it has actually happened before. And then if they don't reply to that one, then I just delete it because it has worked in the past where someone has actually met. Um, believe it or not. So then if they don't reply to that one, then I just delete. Fuck them with it. But it has worked. That's why. Because yeah, but fuck them anyways, bro. But that's the point I'm trying to make. And then they can't argue. Like, you're saying that I'm skin, I'm this, I'm that. And here's another thing I wanted to say. Oh, yeah. This comment kind of was like, he was like, oh, nurseries are going, you see nurseries going bust. You say the West is dead, but there's kids and I mean, yeah, there's people having children because there's different ways people have met. They might have met through work. They might have got lucky on a dating app. They might be someone's type. They might have met fucking years ago. You know, there's different reasons how people have met. None of them are. None of them have got any relation to you, because at the end of the day, like, I can tell you a fun fact. Most of the people I know that are single, and I can tell you that for a fact. Yeah, there's nurse people have, but at the end of the day, bro, I don't know the statistics, but there's got to be millions of people that are single, and I have used pickup lines. Yeah, last time I went out, I used pickup lines. The last time I tried, I was confident. I used pickup lines, and they just weren't interested. But I don't know what the statistics are, but most of the people that I know are single. Like, even people that I know in real life, and I'm not even chatting shit. I swear to God. I swear to fucking God. Um, so obviously, it's not rare for people to be single. This is another thing. I don't, like I said, I don't know what the statistics are, but it doesn't mean, yeah. No, I'm not watching. No, this guy was basically saying that he was trying to be funny. He was saying that I say the West is dead, but there's still nurseries. You know, as to say that people are still having kids. Okay, but how many single people are there? How many single people are there in the world? And like I said, there's different reasons and different ways people have met. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, but yeah, most of the people I know are single, and they ain't found no one. Most of the women I know are single as well. Funny enough, there's a lot of single people out there. Maybe not virgins, but no, there's a lot of single people out there. So I don't understand his point, because there's no elephant in the room, mate. Nonsense, I'm not a nonce. Bye bye. So there's obviously people that are single out there, no? But yeah, you still there, Joseph? Yeah. Dude, Joe, I'd get an escort every month, but I don't have a sex drive anymore. I mean, there's a few things you can do. You can either leave the country, which is what I'm doing. You can use an escort every month and give up for like 6 months, or you can approach every single day until you meet someone and hope you get lucky. But personally, I wouldn't go down that option. So there's a few things. But I would say personally, if you're staying here, just use an escort for like 6 months, and then maybe try again if you want after 6 months. But I personally would just leave, or you know. But because I don't have a sex drive, so yeah, they're a temporary fix. Yeah, they get addicting as well. That's another thing. When you use them, they get addicting. So we worked out that over the years, I've been with 6 women, Joe. Yeah, I've been with six. I mean, ones that weren't escorts. Ones I like slept with was six, which is just normal, I think. But it's not normal for the amount of effort that I put in. I mean, that just shows how hard it is, to be honest. I don't fucking know, bro. I don't fucking. What do you do, eh? What do you say, huh? But yeah, I don't know about going out for my birthday, man. I don't know. I don't think it's good though for your mental health. So I don't think it's good for your mental health. You know. What do you mean they won't give you what you really want? What do you really want? See, with that 19-year-old, I didn't mind giving her £50. Low job, she swallows. That's cheap for fucking 50 quid. Most escorts would charge you for but yeah. But I get what you mean though. It's like the whole USA Izzy thing. That was different, even though it was very transactional. It was the fact that I approached her. I made her like me, and yeah, um, and like she gave me her body, even though it was no real different to an escort, and it was just love bombing. You understand what I mean, innit? Uh, you understand what I mean? Even though it was just the same as an escort. Do you get me? Yeah. No, I don't want a relationship. I generally think, yeah, what will sort my problem out, yeah, to end this once and for all, is join the porn industry. Generally think like that. I said I applied for it. I didn't really. Ant-Man was recommended it, but I generally think that would sort out all of your problems because you get paid, you get to have sex, um, and I think generally that would be the end. That would be the end of all of this madness. I think. Uh, I want to be able to seduce somebody and get sex. You know what I mean? Seduce someone and get sex. You know, I want like, well, what I wanted before was like sex, but like not a relationship. So being able to like seduce someone or chase. But saying that, it's not even just that because I don't know. Because I would pay a woman to fuck her, and to me it would be the same. Even if I had to pay her, I don't know. I don't know. It's weird because like, say I could pay a woman to fuck her, and if I paid, I would still feel the same as if I didn't pay because I got what I wanted. I don't fucking know, bro. It's just weird. It is just so I don't know. It's hard to explain. You know, I don't know. It's weird. It is weird. It is very weird because I was happy with the OnlyFans one. You know, you know, because most women are not worth being in a relationship with. I would have liked to see that one from Finland. I would have liked to see, that French woman. Because you got to understand when you're saying that you want a relationship, you need a relationship with the right person. That's another thing that you don't mention. You need a relationship. You can't just say, "Oh, I want a relationship," because you need to find someone that you would want to be in a relationship with. You can't just pick anyone. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, there's like people I would have been in a relationship with, like that French one and that fucking Finnish one. But don't know what happened. I don't know. I think friends with benefits is what I'd want. You know, I don't know. I've never been on a date to a cinema. I hate going to the cinema seeing couples, man. I hate it. It really, really does like grind my gears. And you know what's so mad is it's so weird when you go to the cinema because you will see the kind of women that these men go for nowadays. Like fucking, they are really low in their standards because they can't get anything else. So it's weird because you'll see some ugly guy with some woman that look and yeah, because I just don't like seeing couples. So I need to go to the cinema on Mondays now, like first showings, because I should have met someone by now. You know. So yeah, I haven't. So don't know, man. I would have been in a relationship with that Italian one. She was sexy, but yeah, I would have got in a relationship with her, defo, if I could have. Because I know them people are getting sex, Joe. You know, I should have stayed with little Isabel, innit? Yeah, that Italian one would have been perfect. That Italian one would have been perfect, right? Oh, I messaged some woman on WhatsApp. Ah, fuck, Joe. I messaged some woman on WhatsApp, right? No, a messenger, sorry. I said, why did you block me on WhatsApp? Just to see what the response would be. She's like, hey, Pete, I'm going to change my number and purchase OTU SIM. That's why we're moving everyone from WhatsApp. Oh, yeah, right. And I said, why? She didn't reply. You know why I can't be bothered with these, even if I wanted to get in a relationship, Joe, because I'm sick of these games. I'm sick of the bullshit. All it is with these women on my is mind games and bullshit. You know, it's not worth going through that to get a relationship. It's not worth going through any of that bullshit mind games. There's no point of it. There's really no point of it. But honestly, I think my problem is because I don't look fully white. I generally think it's because, like, yeah, the way, like, what my ethnicity looks like. Yeah, my beard and stuff. You get fucking trim. You know, I generally think it's that. You know, but it's just the mind games. I can't be dealing with it, bro. It's not worth it. You shouldn't have to deal with that just to get into a relationship with someone. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. It's what it is, eh? Large A card approach, can he, Joe? His anxiety won't allow it. Nah. Yeah. Like I said, the last time I went out was like a month ago. I got 10 numbers, one reply, one agreed to meet me, spent £600, didn't want to repeat the process ever again. I think that's fair enough. I think that's fair enough, isn't it, Joseph? I got a football tip for next week, by the way. You want to do Slough and Kidderminster. You want to do Slough and Kidderminster. They always both to score. They do, man. I wish I'd done it fucking. I wish I'd done that on Saturday, man. Shit's sake. They've done. They've won. I need to win a football bet every month. I need every week for a month. I can't be motivated after spending all of that money and not even getting a date. I'm not motivated, bro. I can't try again. It's not worth it. Even getting sex is not worth it. That's just fucked. You know what I mean? Yeah. So why do you think I can't get dates, Joe? Do you think it's my ethnicity? I think it is. It's not my looks, bro. It can't be. I've shown you what I look like when I look smacked. I don't know what it is. It is weird. It is weird. It's gotta be either your I don't know, ethnicity or fucking the fact that like you're just average looking. Or even if you're decent looking, it's not good enough for them. I don't know. It's weird. It is generally weird. But I would say it's ethnicity, to be honest. I don't know because it doesn't seem normal, does it? It doesn't seem normal, and it's not good for your mental health either. It's like you saying about the beard. Even if it's true about the beard, why should someone have to get rid of their beard? I mean, what happens when you go out mangled? This is how it goes, right? You go out, right? I do approaches on the street sober before I start drinking. Not all the time, but most of the time. And what will happen is you approach someone, they say they've got a boyfriend, or they're not interested, or they don't say much, or maybe you'll get a number. Then you go to bars and clubs, deal with the same shit. I've got a boyfriend, then you probably get about three, four numbers or whatever. Then you'll message them the next day. Probably what normally happens is half of them reply, half of them don't reply. And then you talk, you agree to meet, they agree to meet you. And then on the day that you're supposed to meet, you never hear from them again. So they just lead you on. That's literally all that ever happens. And you get to a certain age where you're just sick of it, bro. You know? You know what I mean? You get sick of it. There's nothing different ever happens. You know, you don't even get regular dates. I could understand if you got regular dates, but nah. Yeah, I can show you what I go out looking like. I look good when I go out. Well, the last time I went out, I looked fucking thick. That's what made it worse because I looked smacked and I got 10 numbers and I still didn't get a date. What the fuck? I looked smacks, I looked good, and I still didn't even get a date. What the fuck? So could you imagine how many times that will happen? That is weird, man. Why Monty and Rice had a fight, Corey. Have you seen it? So Ricky Millington got bodied. Sure am, boss. I'm gonna make some piggies in a minute. I'm fucking starving. So yeah. Yeah, Monty met up with Rice and they had a fight, Richie. All on the same website you can watch Yoda. Same website you can watch Yoda, Joe. I mean, I can show you my approaches if you want. If you got Snapchat, I can show you some examples. I don't mind if you got Snapchat or Instagram. I don't mind sending them. I don't put it on this channel because of um trolls and shit, which it shouldn't matter anyways. I should just put them on this channel. But like when I used to put the gambling offers up, I had to put the gambling offers up because if anyone was thinking of gambling, they'd have to see that you lose money as well. They'd have to see that you lose money as well. So then obviously that gives trolls ammo. Who are you, man? I don't know who you are. But I can show you some of my approaches if you want. I can do it. I can put an approach up right now if you want, Mangled. I've got one on here as unlisted. Do you want me to put it up? You found your approach. Really? Oh, I didn't even know, to be honest. What did you do wrong in your approach? I mean, I used pickup lines last time. Uh, okay, I'll put it up. One sec. 1 sec, bro. So I put it as public. It's an old one. It's titled 23rd of September. It's only, I mean, you get the gist basically. So, want to make some piggies, like I said. I put the approach on my channel, bro. Go on it. 23rd of Sep. Oh, the fuck. Yeah, go on it, bro. I mean, I think it's a short. It's a short, bro. It's a short. There you go. Nah, I can't. I can't go on your shit. I can't let you up. You're part of Discord. You're part of Discord, lad. You're part of fucking Discord. Yeah. You know, I thought I Discord, son. I thought I'd have you up here. Yeah. Did you watch it? Oh. Um. Yeah. I want to join Discord. Me and Joe's gonna join Discord with you and Jaden. Yeah. You can't. I can't believe you ruined Monty's life. You ruined his life. Oh, I'm gonna make some piggies, bro. Fuck. You ruined Monty's life. You're mad. Oh, look at this beard, Davey. Jeez. You're trying to say that you're better looking than Peter, buddy, bro. You fucking mad. Nah, bro. You ain't better looking than me, boss. You're not better looking than me, boss. Of course they weren't bad. Of course they weren't bad, bro. 1 second, I'm just peeing. Of course they weren't fucking bad. Obviously they wasn't bad. It's just the women are just piss takers in this country. That's why I gave up. I really give a fuck, bro. You know? You know what I mean? Because they're fucking piss takers. Yeah, I got a long beard. Look at that. I don't have anxiety, bro. Trust me, I don't have anxiety. I've been approaching for years, mate. I don't have anxiety. Trust me. When I approached, you know, let me tell you something, right? You want me to give you a fun fact? You're gonna think I'm taking a piss when I say this. I had more luck when I was nervous. Okay, so what I mean by that is there were some times where I used to be really, really, really confident. Like last time I went out, and I was super confident, and I still got nothing. Didn't care. They weren't interested. But when I've done it before, when I was nervous, shat myself. Um, I got better results. So that's why I never believed that. Because when I approached USA Izzy Joe, I was shitting myself. It must have been a period where I weren't confident, and I was absolutely shitting my pants, and she couldn't tell. So if they could really pick up on anxiety, how could she not know? Oh, shit myself. I was. So I don't believe that is true. Even though confidence is good to have, nonetheless, you want to feel comfortable doing it. Oh, it's freezing, mate. Fucking freezing it is. Anyways, I'm gonna make some piggies now. So I said, don't worry, mate. I'll eat all the fucking bacon. You know how much I love bacon. But seriously, like, that's it, man. So, why are you going to Thailand? And some bacon. Some bacon. Love bacon. Do you think I'm intelligent, notorious? Yeah, there is more to that. My life is fucked. I should have a lot more, almost 28, bro. I don't pretend that my life is perfect. I should be like with a dog, in a relationship, but you know, it is what it is, eh? I mean, rice don't work. Look at rice. I just compare myself to people that are worse than me and make make me helps me feel better, lad. But I don't have anxiety. Yeah, I want Discord. I've already tried all of that. Did you not watch my approach? Mangled. I showed you an approach. I just put it up. I'll link it to you if you want. One second. I'm sure you saw it, no? One second, bro. I hate having to close this fucking bastard phone. Yeah, I just linked you an approach, bro. Oh, it has to be dark fucking theme, man. I can't have fucking light theme on fucking. But you know what I don't understand? People on Reddit say go on dating apps to get laid, but they don't bloody work for me. I can't even get a bastard match. I can't even get a bastard fucking match. Oh, I'm trying to do this fucking whilst I'm half asleep. I'm making egg. Right, I'm eating. Well, make mushrooms as well. Just. They tell me to go on dating apps to get laid on Reddit. I don't fucking know, man. Oh, fuck. I'm so bad. Is it? I have to grill my bacon. I have to grill my bacon, man. Oh, yeah. Yeah, grill it. Bear with me. I'm having to multitask, yeah. Is the bread soft enough? Do some bread and butter? Yeah. Cool. Do. Virgin boy. Getting that shit with no back, not money. Ricky got ruined. Oh, Ricky got fucking ruined. You know what I don't understand? Um, no, I'm not putting myself out there, bro. After a month ago when I got them 10 numbers, why have I got these pills in my pocket? I didn't take them. I must have took them. After I got them 10 numbers, bro, and I spent £600, never again. Fuck that, bro. Never again. No, 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 no. Because I looked my best. I got 10 numbers and I didn't even get a date. And I got one reply that said they were going to meet me, but they never. So, I mean, never, bro. It's going to be very hard to try and convince me to go out again after that. That is fucking mad. That's the last time I tried Notorious. And I swore I'd never go back after that. Because it was depressing, bro. I was depressed for like over a week after that, man. And then I won the money back, but nah, it's not the point. That's not the point. That is insane. So I showed you my approach anyway. So I don't think it's your approach. It's they've got a physical type. If you're not their physical type, they will not get with you. It's if you go on a dating app and you're a white guy, blue eyes, you're tall, a woman will go with you, regardless what. It is very much about appearance. It really, really is. People try to make it seem like it's not that, and it's about personality, but it's bollocks. It really and truly is bullshit. No, personality is secondary. What they go for, the first thing they go for is, I mean, I'll give you an example of Mongol, right? I was on Reddit and this woman was saying to me, um, I can't get with you because you're not Muslim and you're 28 and I'm 20. I told her I was 20. And she's 23 and I'm 28. Um, and she was saying, "Oh, I can't get with you because you're too old. You're not Muslim." Using all of these excuses in the book. Yeah, I found out that she had been with a 28-year-old before, and I'm thinking, what the fuck? I mean, I'm decent looking. I'm not ugly. This woman wouldn't even hypothetically give me a chance because I'm not her type. She wouldn't even give me a chance. So it's bullshit, bro. It very much it is materialistic things, physical stuff like that. It is, bro. Trust me, it is. Trust me, it is, bro. And because I wasn't fucking white, like I didn't look like fully white, um, that's obviously why she didn't give me a chance. So it is very much to do with, people's, physical type and that, even though they try to say that it's not. Personality is not as important as people make out, bro. It's bullshit. It's cop. It's like when people try and say, "Oh, women, they won't, women doesn't owe you anything." It's to try to justify their shitty behavior when they ghost or they lead people on and stuff. It's all they're very much afraid of putting any kind of blame on women in this society. You know what I mean, Notorious? It's just strange. It is strange. It is very, very strange. They even got high standards. They've got unrealistic standards. Yeah. Well, I've not got through it, and that's why I'm going to Thailand, bro. That's why I'm leaving. So I didn't think it was my looks. Until that woman was making all of these excuses, saying, "Oh, you're not Muslim. No, 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 no. I can't get with you because you're Muslim." Um, yeah, yeah. I've got money though. Yeah, I've got money. I'm all good for money now, bro. But yeah, I mean, it's never. We're just born in the wrong generation. generation. I'm cooking on piggies, so bear with me. But yeah, I need to sort my shit out, bro. Honestly, I'm getting old now, man. I'm not 25 anymore. So, yeah. You know how it be, eh? But no, it's definitely they've definitely got a type. Right, let me try and do this egg without fucking it up. So I'm just gonna do bread and butter with the bread, I think. Yeah. But let me try and do this without fucking this egg up here. Lovely. Lovely. Why are you talking, Monty? What are you talking about? Look at this egg. I done it perfect. One sec. Look at that perfect egg, eh? Yeah, man. I have to grill my bacon, mate. If I don't grill my bacon, it's fucking weird. I don't know why she got smoked bacon. That's weird. You like smoked bacon? I never did say that. That's a nice little egg in it. Oh, fuck. 1 second. Did I tell this one? And off to sleep, me, mate. Smoked bacon's alright, but the normal one's better. But she picked up the wrong one for some reason. Can't get over Monty, mate. He's fucked, isn't he? He is fucked. He's off YouTube, innit? Did you see the video, Joe, when Timmy's like, I'm gonna knock him out? Did you see that? You saw that, didn't you? I'm gonna knock him out. This bacon's almost ready. Did you see that? I like my bacon nice and crispy. Nice and crispy, matey. Don't know about you cunts. Like mine nice and crispy. Almost ready here. So don't worry, I'll eat the fucking bacon. In these little bed shit with no bed, no money in it. That's so touchy, bro. Oh, you can't. Why is it going butter? Wish you would have told me, mate. Body butter. Stupid. But I'm not worried about bottom on the spot. How are you going to lose it? Oh, is that the butter? Oh, that is the butter, isn't it? We look like fucking cheese, mate. So, why not support this one? Want to burn the bacon? The bacon's done, I think. Oh yeah, that is, isn't it? It looks like fucking that cheese. That was butter. Why is it like that? Weird, bro. Oh, that's nice. Virgin boy. I did love that. Love the story. Love the bacon. Look at that. Some lovely smoked piggies. Some lovely smoked fucking piggies, mate. Red and then that's what you call a lush. What would be mm. 1 second, bro. You watched it, yeah? Well, that's an old one, but a few years ago. Yeah. I know. They're rude, aren't they? But people don't think they're the problem. It's a madness, huh? Yeah, it's a madness. There we go. Hopefully this egg comes up. There we go, lovely. Lush. Yeah, they don't care, bro. They're cunts. Mm-hmm. Fucking Australian boy. I've already made food. Bread, bacon, and egg. Egg, bacon, and eggs. Egg, bacon, and bread. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. You reckon you're ever going to lose it? You're going to pop it? No, you won't lose it like that, mate. Mm. Like I said, spoiled bacon's okay, but I prefer the normal bacon. I love bacon too. Mm. I know, mate. I must be gay. Mm. You can't deny she's attractive. One second, man. It's my microphone. You can't deny she's attractive. Yeah, he's copying with that one. She's not attractive at all, and I've had more women than him. He's definitely copying. He's definitely copying. It's the name, yeah. Not that it's nothing. Having her around YouTube. Cheryl Cole was so hot. No, she's not. I think she's fucking ugly. Nah, she's fucking ugly. And I've had more women than him before he tried calling me gay. And I'm not saying that to be a cunt. I have actually been with more women than him. Yep. The gay themselves. Exactly. It's a trend. It's a trend. It's a trend. It's a trend, isn't it, Joe? Wait, you actually like her? I don't think she's that good. I mean, she's not as good as people make out. Nowhere near as good as people make out. Yeah, that was he was saying that to copy people. He's honest. Mm-hmm. Nah, she ain't good looking. Why would someone be there if they're like so cult? She's not even that good looking. Why do people say that? Why do they copy each other? Are they that insecure about their sexuality? It's mad. Are they that insecure about their sexuality, Joe? Mm. Yeah. Yeah, they're all gay. I mean, I've been with more women than he has. No, and you know that. In fact, I have been with more women than that fucking virgin. Um, but apparently I'm gay. That's interesting, isn't it? I've been gay for so many years, but I've never been with a man. Why is she not your cup of tea? What's your type? Hmm? Yeah, we're both gay. We must be. I like. If I had to fancy a celebrity, I would pick. Um, see, I like brunette. Mm, if I had to pick, I would say celebrity. Oh, there's so many of them. Um, I'd say Selena Gomez is definitely one of them. I'd say Defo one of them. There's this blonde I like. She used to be on the Nickelodeon channel. I'd say she and Gomez do have to pick one, to be fair. And that blonde from the Nickelodeon channel. But yeah. Um, See, people used to like Beyonce. I didn't really see the hype for her. I'd get with Taylor Swift just because she's a billionaire. So I'd love some of her money, but nah. Um, who's the other judge? I don't know. I don't know. No, not that one. I'm talking about one that was on a program called iCarly. You might not know iCarly. Um, years ago. It was blonde. In American. It's the same with that Jennifer Aniston. She's not even that good. Oh fuck! Yeah, I remember that Jennifer Aniston. People used to say something about her. Yeah, I used to love that blonde. Obviously, I was a kid as well. I still like her, but yeah, obviously, I was a kid when I liked her, and she's old now, so that's what I mean by I like her. But I like the blonde. Then I Farley, I used to like the blonde. And to be honest with you, I used to like that Farley as well. Even though she's Asian, I used to like both of them. Obviously, I was a kid; they were older than me. I used to like them, bro. Yeah, I tell you, I can very much fall in love with an Asian in the right circumstances, I guess. Yeah, that bacon was lovely. Yeah, she's on. Yeah, um, perfect as well. I used to like Victoria Justice as well. I still do, to be fair. Yeah. I like USA Izzy, Joe. I'm only joking, but no, yeah, Selena Gomez and Civil Cole ain't that nice. Knowing it was Virgin Boy, knowing it was as nice as Virgin Boy trying to make out. Can't deny she's attractive. I want more fun. Yeah. You're gay, Joe, even though you probably got fucking, even though you probably got kids. They'll still refer to you as fucking gay because you don't find someone fucking attractive. You know what I'm saying, mate? It's a trend for copycats. By Joe, could you see the similarities between me and USA, isn't it? Like, be honest, could you see the similarity there? You can see the similarities, couldn't you? Oh, how we doing, bro? Mm. That bacon wasn't lush. Ah, washing down with some nice cola. Thank you, Mama. Oh, mm. Oh, Fuck. Taking a baby away from its mama. Taking a bobshin away from its mama. What do you think of that? Taking a baby away from its mama. Fucking madness, isn't it? Yeah. Don't let these cunting women win. Where's that fucking troll gone, bro? Yeah, but USA Izzy was more of a mum to me, you know? She was my mama. My nice mama. Oh, back in the nesticles. Oh, that was yummy. Oh, don't talk about my mama like that. Talk about my mummy like that. Why are you talking about my mama like that? Candy. She might have been stinking, but she had nice boobies. Candy man. That was about that one. Nah, Joe. Do you remember that account that used to come on saying, don't let these cunting women win? Like trying to egg me on to go out and try. Do you remember that account? Yeah. I think it was Joker, me. It could be LT though, innit? It's like LT could have come back here from a night out with his little mates. And and uh and and he could just be like writing to try and wind me up. To like get me going and that. Imagine it's LT and these little goons. Like they'll come back for a night out, it's like, oh, let me go and let's egg this cunt on, innit? Yeah, you can't let these cunting women win. They know what they're doing, innit? They know what they're fucking doing. Yeah, it was a nice meal though, to be fair. That's what life's about, going to nice restaurants, Joe. I've been to a lot of nice restaurants. A lot of nice restaurants. I've been to a lot of nice restaurants, man. And you know the thing is, Joe, like, you know, that's one of the things that's good with London, is there's so many nice restaurants. That you don't get that with other places. Like, yeah, you know, up north you get the nice multicultural buffets, but you don't get it like you do in London. You know? You just don't get them nice restaurants like you do in London. Like in London, you're spoiled for choice. Really spoiled. You know, steakhouses. Yeah. No, never told him that. Yeah, what do you think of what Ant-Man said to me, Joe? He said when you was travelling up and down the country, them women were laughing at you, mocking you. They were mocking you, laughing at you. Nah, bro, I'm tired, man. I can't talk. Yeah, I paid for her meal and I got sex. It worked out cheaper than an escort. So why does she want? Why does she want casual sex with people? I don't get that. Joe, why would she want casual sex with people? Bit boring, isn't it? Why do you want one night stands? Hmm? Nah. Do you want my number? I'm never deleting that approach. I've still got it on my phone. How can I delete the moment I met my mama, Joe? Taking a baby away from its mama. You want me to delete a You want me to delete a video where I met my mama? Nah, it's my mama. We have the same hair, same eyes. Nah, I'm just sometimes I like to reminisce about the good times, foods, think places I've been, people I've met. She is my mama. Well, why does she look like me then? Nah, I pulled my plonker over like when I got a blowjob in the alleyway by this American. She was nasty. She was. I really want you, but I don't think you want me. I was like, what the fuck? I said, I do. This was in the O'Neills. Good old O'Neills, eh? No. That's what she said. She's like, I really want you, but I don't think you want me. Do you think that's weird that that woman gave me a blowjob in the alleyway? And I remember that day the bouncer tried cop blocking me, but it never worked. He really tried. Why didn't I fuck her? Because as I was walking to the hotel to try and book the hotel, bear in mind it was going to cost about £300, her friends caught up with us. So I just took the blowjob and thought, fuck. Yeah, her friends caught up with us. So she was on it though. She actually was coming on to me. I was drunk as well. I was like, oh, okay, I'll just go along with it. Well, no, I approached her and then she was like, she was coming on to me saying, "Oh, I really want you and shit." I was like, "Let me just get a drink and we'll go somewhere else." Oh my god, it was the best blowjob I've ever had in my life. She was from America as well. Oh my god, it was the best one I ever had in my life, matey. It was mental. She must have knew she was doing that. There's no way she could have been that drunk to not know she was fucking sucking someone's dick. But that's another rare thing. It's very yeah. It doesn't matter though. I got a blowjob, so and I got to finger her and touch her, so it's fine, isn't it? Yeah, I had some good times in that O'Neill's. I've done a lot of fingering in there, Joe. A lot of fingering. I remember this time I'll never forget, bro, where like I was fingering this woman and I swear to God, bro, she was like, oh, her eyes was rolling out of her head, and then she was crying over her ex whilst I was doing it. I was like, "What? You're not supposed to be crying over your ex." Um, and then she was, and then she literally pulled her top off, and she was coming on to me, kissing me, jumping on me, like in front of everyone. I was like, "You can't be doing this here." Everyone was looking. I swear to God, it was like at the bench, kind of secrete. Um, and she kept doing it, and everyone was looking. I was like, "You can't do that." I carried on. And then she put her boobies in my face, Joe, and then I was sucking her boobies, then we got kicked out. I was like, bro, this is like the wrong fucking place. What the fuck? And then other ones, yeah, I fingered. I used to rinse that place, bro. That's where I met all the army lads. I done a lot of kissing there. I had a lot of dates there as well, but I never ever like pulled where I got sex except from that blowjob. Them Americans used to be fucking hard to get. That's when I used to be obsessed with Americans. I used to go on a Thursday, it was full of Americans, so yeah, but it's not enough success for the amount I've tried, Joe. I've been all over the country. I've been up and down the country. I've done a lot of traveling. I've done a lot of approaching. I should have had a lot more success. But I've been with a few Americans. But no, Americans are not hard to pull. I tell you, the ones that are hard to pull, them fucking French ones, you've got no chance. Generally, if you ever get with a French woman, consider yourself lucky because that is impossible. Americans were like stuck up. I mean, they're not easy, but French, they're the ones that are hard. Or Italian or anything like that, mate. The Americans are. I'm trying to think how many Americans. Trying to think. Obviously, USA is the one that sucked my dick. Depends if you're talking about kissing. The one that I fingered was American, but she was Mexican. If you're talking about like kissing and that, uh, I'm sure there's been other ones. Oh, I fingered a Canadian. I don't know, you know. No, there was one. I've kissed a couple of Americans as well, but they're harder. They're not. They're not easy. They're not. They're not. Well, they're not. They're not hard compared to French. They're impossible. They're impossible. They are. You never get with a French woman. I don't know how you could ever get with one. To be honest, I would have loved to have got with some of them because they always seemed good over text, but they just troll you, Joe. There was one that was like, "Oh, yeah, I'm going to see my." It's like they are trolling you. She's like, "Oh, when do you want to come to France then and see me?" And then they're just leading you on, and then it's just they just play a game with you the whole time. Funny in a way. They do it in such a funny way that you can't even get mad at it, and they're just trolling the fuck out of you all along. It's mad, but that's what they always do. They always troll you. French always troll you. Uh, but back to the Americans. Yeah, I have but don't you think I should have had more success than I did, Joe? You know, I messaged someone on Reddit and there's like, not you again. Joe, they were like, not you again. I thought that would make you laugh, innit? But yeah, they're hard, them Americans. Ah, yeah, but it doesn't matter if you're not owed anything. If you put effort in, you deserve something out of it. So there was this woman I was speaking to on Reddit. I was like, "Oh, have you read the conversation I sent you?" She said, "I don't owe you anything to read it." I was like, I mean, you're messaging me back. You're typing to me, but then when I'm showing you messages. You don't owe me to read them. I mean, is this the entitled women that we're dealing with nowadays? Get fucked. Really get fucked. You know? But like I said, Joe, I think I've been to more cities than you in England. Would you agree? The only places I've not been is Glasgow, Blackpool, Plymouth. I think that's about it. I think I've been everywhere in terms of main cities. I've been literally everywhere, bro. Been to Bristol, I've been to Wales, yep, done all that. So they're the only two they're the only few places I ain't been. So I'd say I've travelled more around the country than you have. And I've been to Manchester 10 times as well. Done a lot of travelling. And it's so obvious that you live in a it's so obvious that you live in it's so obvious that you live in Newcastle. It's obvious, isn't it? You obviously live in Newcastle. So obvious. Or York or somewhere like that. Imagine having a camper van and going all around. Imagine going around all around. Imagine having a camper van and going all around England, yeah. I'm drinking every day in a different city. Not every day, but say you done every day for a week in Leeds, every day for a week. That's what I was thinking of doing, like going to Edinburgh, doing Friday, Saturday, Glasgow, Friday, Saturday, Leeds, Friday, Saturday. Could you imagine you done that? That would be mad, isn't it? Like you done Friday, Saturday in different cities. So you need to have a lot of money for that. Could you imagine that though? Jesus. Could you imagine that? That'd be mad. Yeah, that would be mad. Yeah. Yeah, I went on Izzy's photo on Instagram earlier. She's growing up to be quite pretty. You know? Yeah, she's grown up to be quite pretty. Little Isabel. Isabelli. Isabelli will never meet me again. She hates me. But I'm surprised she never tried to come running back. Little Isabel. Oh. Was you around them times with the Weatherspoons and the holding hands, Joe? Not sure. I think so, because the guy that she was with before broke up with her. They broke up. He was giving me some shit on Facebook. I'm surprised she never ever tried coming back. Because obviously me having money and shit. No, I didn't hear. And she's like, I'm surprised she never ever tried. He died. Yeah, right. Yeah, but I'm surprised she didn't come running back when I had all that money. I mean, I still have money now, but still, you know. He didn't die, you idiot. You're being stupid. How did he die? Yeah. Yeah, but if I kept meeting her, she would have friend zoned me. How would you know that he died? She might have not gave a blowjob before, Joe. You never know. She might have never gave one. I'd be the first. Doggy. How do you know he's died? Maybe she's never gave a blowjob before, Joe. So he died. How did he die? So listen, Joe. Uh, so do you reckon she'll ever meet me again? I think if USA Izzy was here, she'd meet me again. So normal Izzy liked me when she was like 18, and she wasn't getting attention. Are you actually chatting shit? Yeah, I actually fought for USA Izzy as well, and she never come back. I fought for her, Joe. I was gonna take on that arse. I was gonna take on that Arsenal Mark fucker. You saw that, didn't you, Joe? I went to his area 2 times. I was gonna fight that fucker. You know, trying to steal my little Isabel. You know, don't you remember, Joe? I was like, right, I've had enough of this little cunt. I was a lot younger. I was a lot younger then too. Do you remember when I went to the park? I was trying to impress Isabel. Ah, can't believe she never come back. So what if I went to your where you lived and stuff? Do you think she'd ever meet me again, Joe? Nah. I'm surprised she didn't come back though. Do you reckon she'll ever meet me again? Imagine me and her meet again, and then we go on camera. That'd get a certain person jealous, wouldn't it, Joe? Like a reunion 7 years later, eh? Mm, what do you think? Why not? Do you remember when she met me? I remember I won like £300 on roulette. I didn't have as much money back then. She completely rinsed me, man. She rinsed me, matey. Yeah, I won like £300. Didn't have as much money back then, bro. She saw me win on the roulette and she's like, oh, let's meet up, let's meet up. Yeah. She come on to me, kissing me. The only two people that's ever come on to me was her and USA Izzy. They're the only two people. Yeah. Yeah. Not the first time. Not the first time. That's what makes me think I should go out and approach women again to get the virgin jealous. What do you think, Joe? We know what triggers him, don't we? Going out and approaching women. It triggers him, innit? Yeah, that's how you can trigger the virgin. You don't even need to get with them. You can just go to a club and then trigger that virgin really hard. Like, that's the only thing that tempts me back to doing it sometimes because it triggers it triggers the virgin. It does, doesn't it? It generally does. I wonder what the Somalians up to nowadays. I wonder what that Somalian's up to nowadays, Joe. What do you think she's doing? Hmm? Can't blow my nose. Fuck. Oh, yeah. Never tried it. Yeah, she sucked my dick, but she wasn't that good at it. She kept fucking me like 3 times. I said, fuck's sake, running out of fucking cum here. Hmm. Yeah, she sucked my dick a few times. Yeah. Yeah, she doesn't try and message me anymore. I think it was around this time. Was that? Is it been 2 years already? It was last year. Yeah. Swimmer was like, women in Thailand would love you. Do you know what made me laugh, Joe? When you was like, "What do you want them to say? What do you want people to say in it?" Yeah, I remember saying to this guy, he said, "Have you tried Thailand?" He says, He says, "Have you tried dating apps?" Well, what do you want them to say in it? Yeah. They were thinking of things, isn't it? Yeah. 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 Do you reckon Izzy still likes Peter Belly? I remember he was holding hands playing the roulette. Ah, yeah. Hmm. Do you like little Izzy? She was a little game player. I don't entertain that Jane. She just wants attention. She's never going to meet anyone. That Jane. I can see through the games. I'm not playing your silly games. Do you remember USA Izzy Joe? I know this is you. I know this is you messaging me. Yeah. They meet you for a good time and they get the never ending nightmare. Joe. They get the never ending nightmare, huh? Yeah. Ah, sure. Is that cute, Joe? I think it's very cute. This woman said it's going to be hard being your friend because if I disagree with something that you say, you won't like it. Yeah, we can still be friends. Do you remember, Joe? It seems anyone will do. She said, seems anyone will do. I was dead. Seems anyone will do, she said to me. Seems anyone will do. What does she mean that it seems anyone will do? Hmm? Nah. She said, "You're so annoying and frustrating. I said I couldn't blame you because of these circumstances, but these excuses will only go so far." No. I might play some Fishing Frenzy and do a video. Nah. I said, "Would you look out for me if we was friends?" She said, "Yes, that's exactly what I have been doing, even though you don't think I do because you don't like what I said. It will not be easy to be your friend because when I say things to help you, you won't listen." Yeah, I've got a French friend. Nah, mate. Can't afford it. Can't afford it, mate. We're not all rich like you. We can't all gamble like you, Joseph. Do you not get bored of the gambling? I don't gamble anymore, really, bro. I would have thought you got bored of it. I mean, the buzz don't even do it for me anymore. I don't know why. I don't know. Do you not think that it's like added stress that you don't need in your life? That's why I don't do it. Well, I'm gonna do the football. I want to try and win a double. I want to try and win a both teams to score every week for a month. I really want to try, bro, but I don't know. Why do you think I stopped the gambling? Really, I don't. I have money. I can do it, but I think I just outgrew it. To be fair, everyone's different, innit? I don't know. I just kind of got bored of it. The shit, the mood swings. I ain't gambled since I won that £500. Hmm. I need to win a both teams to score every week for a month, though. So, can you help me? I was gonna do treble both score no draw on Saturday, but I never bothered. But I was thinking about doing it. I'm gonna get one in one day. Trust me. Both score no draw. Could you imagine that, Joe? Could you imagine doing the correct score for 3 games? Oh, you'd be fucking loaded. You would be loaded. 0-0, 3 games. You would be fucking loaded. Fucking loaded, mate. Innit? Have you ever done a correct score? They're fucking hard, they are. They are hard, aren't they? Yeah, they're hard. Correct score's hard. Huh? I would say you gamble every day, don't you, Joe? Oh, can you record like a full session so I can watch? Hmm? You're addicted to gambling. You are addicted, innit? It's obvious you're addicted, innit? Really? So you haven't lost at all lately on your £200 phone? Uh, Monty really needs to get off of YouTube. There's nothing wrong with a £200 phone, mate. I'm going to be getting a £300 phone soon. I'd love to get the new Fold, but I can't afford it. Like £1,700, and even if I could afford it, I still wouldn't do it because I can't justify it. I'm on a Fold right now, but I can't justify. Even if I could afford it, I don't think I'd pay that anyways. Not £1,700 for a phone, bro. Do you want my opinion? Daryl? Cunt. That's what I thought of it. I think, do you really want to know what I think? I think they're not trying to fight. Because why are they fighting in a public place knowing that it's going to get stopped? It doesn't make any sense. Like, you would fight fucking in a field or somewhere you know it ain't going to get stopped. They're fighting in public when they know it's going to get stopped. So it doesn't make any sense. Would you agree on that? So, like, when Timmy come on, like, on my road, they weren't stopped. Yeah, they still confronted each other, but what's the point of doing it when you know it's going to get stopped? It just doesn't make sense. You know that eventually it's going to get broke up. Do you think Rice has got more balls than me, Joe? I reckon I could beat Monty. I definitely reckon I could, bro. He wouldn't beat me. You think Rice has got more balls than me? Yeah. Nah. But even if they have a rematch, I don't think Rice is going to win. Yeah, but think about the time when I went to meet Bomb and he didn't show up. What about when I went to meet Terry? What about when I went to meet Mark 2 times? What about when I went to Virgin Boys area twice? You know? What about when I confronted Timmy and Tiger? See? You like to forget things on here, don't you? Okay, so what about when Tiger and Timmy come on my door and I confronted them? What about when I tried to meet Arsenal Mark twice? What about when I met Terry and I didn't know what he looked like? What about when I went to meet Bomb twice? What do you mean nothing happened? I still fucking showed up. I was in Mark's area for fucking hours trying to meet him. So you know I could beat Monty though, innit? I should have went to Birmingham though that Saturday, man, and met Rice and Kay. Yeah, somebody would have got seriously hurt, innit? I'm gonna knock him out. Do you remember Jimmy said that about Monty? Do you remember, Joe? I should have went though, man. Now he's not my friend anymore. Um, Rice is not my friend anymore. No, he's not my friend anymore because of that. I liked Rice. He thought I'll set him up. I said I didn't set you up. I could have probably got into KK's knickknacks, Joe, if I showed up. I probably could have. I think Kaylee was excited to see me, wasn't she? Yeah, I've met Kaylee before. Yeah, but I didn't set him up. How did I set him up? You know? So how did he go? He says that he's agoraphobic and he's scared to leave the house. So how was he able to go to Birmingham if he's agoraphobic? Joe, nah, nope, nah. How did he go to Birmingham then if he's got anxiety? Huh? Do you reckon Monty could beat me though? I don't think he honestly could. No, really. A good blowjob. Really, Joe. Why don't you get with nonce legs as missus, Joe? Would you bang nonce legs as missus? Hmm? Huh? Would you do nonce legs as Mrs. Joe? So why do you only get a £200 phone, anyways? Why don't you get the new Samsung Galaxy Fold? I couldn't afford that, mate. Fuck that. I couldn't pay that money out on the phone, and I wouldn't pay that money out on the phone. That's ridiculous. Even though the fold phones are really good, they're class, the Samsung Folds. Why wouldn't you get a better phone if you've got all this money, Joe? I don't get it. Maybe like, yeah, you could book a holiday with that. You can go to America with £1,700. I'd still get like a £400 one though, like, because I'd still want a decent phone. Yeah, exactly. That's why I wouldn't do it. That's why I wouldn't do it, even if I had it. I mean, I technically could do it, but I wouldn't do it. Rather go on a holiday with that money. You know what I mean? You can only really justify it if you would do it if you was a millionaire, though, innit? If you was a millionaire, then it's different, innit? Yeah. Would you say that you're close to a millionaire? Would you say you're almost a millionaire, Joe? Yeah, I reckon you're a millionaire. Almost. You have to be, Joseph. Huh? Joseph, are you almost a millionaire, Joseph? Yeah, you are. You must be to be able to do all this gambling. What, are you almost a millionaire? Yeah, you're almost a millionaire. Really? Why would you say if you have over £1,000 you're laughing? Why would you say that? Yeah, but you're going to be an old man. Why are you laughing if you've got over £1,000? You said before that if you have over £1,000 you're laughing. Like generally, how do you work that one out? Yeah, that's what you said. Yeah, yeah. I think I've got like 1 point something. I don't know. I don't really do much nowadays, so I just save money. But I need to get a new phone as well. That's the thing. I'm getting some birthday money as well. Yeah. I don't really do much anymore. Nothing to do. Hmm. Uh, disease, boobies. Nah, you're not gonna get me gambling. If I'm gonna gamble, bro, I'm gonna do it on the football. I think the phone will cost like £300-400. You know this phone, yeah. I don't know what's wrong with it. It's not letting me do voice notes on Instagram, Facebook, or anything like that. It's not letting me do any voice notes, which is weird because the microphone's not broken, obviously, because I'm talking and it lets me do videos. But when I'm trying to do it on like Messenger and stuff, it doesn't work. And I've looked up every tutorial, I've tried everything, and it doesn't work. It doesn't work on apps. I don't know why. And obviously, it can't be the microphone because I'm talking. I've done everything, permissions, all stopped it, reset it. I've done everything, and it still doesn't work. I don't know why. Yeah, I really don't know why, man. Weird, isn't it? Don't know why that is. Maybe you can buy me the phone, Joe. You can buy me the phone now. I'm poor, huh? I'm joking, bro. I am poor. Oh, I've just seen Selena Gomez on Instagram. I'd love to have sex with. I'd love to have sex with Selena Gomez. She's got some nice boobies. Um, Nothing. I'm about to go to sleep, bro. My sleeping pattern's fucked up. My sleeping pattern's fucked. I sleep all day, bro, and then wake up. Yeah, I don't do much these days, man. Need to start doing stuff soon. Just chilling, man. It's winter. You hibernate in the winter, don't you? Oh, mummy. Yeah, I'm just chilling at the moment. I've done a lot over the years. It's only for now. I've done a lot over the fucking years. So, I'm just chilling out, to be honest. Yeah, sometimes I think my life isn't good, but then I compare myself to Monty and Rice, and then I feel fine again. That's so weird to think that if Monty didn't come on here, yeah, he might still like have what he lost. You know what I mean, Joe? He might still have what he lost if he didn't come on here. I shouldn't have got him on here, innit? I shouldn't have got him on here. You know? Remember, you shouldn't compare yourself to others. Yeah, but that's different because you're comparing myself to people that are in relationships. And just because other people are in relationships, that doesn't mean I'm going to be in relationships, because part of meeting someone is luck. So I think that is different. I think that is different when people are comparing you to people in relationships, because maybe then people just got lucky, you know? So that's the difference, you know? You know how it is. Maybe I should try and find someone to have a baby Peter with. What do you think of that, Joe? Find someone to have a baby Peter with. Oh, that'd be cute, wouldn't it? But seriously, Monty needs to get off of YouTube. Why don't he just get off YouTube? I don't understand. It's going to end really badly for him. Can he just get off now? I wouldn't like to be dealing with all that shit. No, why would it be put into care? Why? Why would it be put into care? Nah, it'd be cute. Well, maybe the mummy can be the parent. Huh? Why do women want to use condoms during sex, Joe? Some women will only fuck you if you use condoms. That's a bit boring, isn't it? What's the point of that? Why do they want people to use condoms? Yeah, but why do they want you to use condoms? Why would they want that? Why do they want people to use condoms? Huh? You'll need Viagra at your age, won't you, Joe? I had a one night stand on my birthday. She didn't make me wear a condom. No, I'm not talking crap. I'm being honest. Why do they want you to wear a condom? Yeah, I had a one night stand on my birthday, and she didn't make me wear a condom. Yeah, it was good. So if you overdose on Viagra, do you die hard? That's a joke, by the way, Joe. I nicked it from somewhere. Do you die hard if you overdose on Viagra? That's a good one, isn't it? That's a good one, isn't it? Yeah. Oh, that French woman's online. I'm gonna call her my mama. Hi, mama. She's the one that said anyone will do. That's my mama. Nah, I've only took it once to try it. Nah. Do you know what I hate is whenever you get a one night stand, it's always when you've masturbated 3 times that same day. You'd always think, oh, you're gonna go out and get nowhere, and then when you do finally get somewhere, you ain't even got no cum in you. That's the mad thing. Always happens. Sure, you've noticed that as well. Yeah, that French woman's my new mama, Joe. Yeah, she's my new mama. Anyone will do. Well, duh, I'm getting fucking old. What the fuck do they want me to do, Joseph? Huh? Do you remember when you said there's plenty of room for me? I can go and go and go. Me. Sometimes I think of USA Izzy, like the one night stand, and not like just pictures. Sometimes I think of Stig. Sometimes I think of the blowjob in the alleyway. Sometimes the one in Nottingham. I just think of all of the experiences that I've had. That's what I do it over. Yeah, it's fun. Yeah. Sometimes, Joe, you can masturbate and masturbate and masturbate and still want sex. Then once you've had sex, it relieves it. No, you can't ask me something. Sorry, I'm about to go sleep. Yeah, my mama. What happened to my mama, Joe? Sometimes I just masturbate over like her boobs and stuff and the time we spent together. I don't know. Yeah. Really? Ah. So you're saying, Joe, you can live without women? Do you reckon you could live without women? I think I could. Yeah, they're cunts. Yeah, I think I could, yeah. Maybe 6, 7. Yeah, 6, 7 maybe. Yeah, but could you live without a woman? Could be worse. I could have never kissed any. There's a guy I know. He's 27. He's never had sex. Never kissed anyone. For saying that nonsense is 31 and he's never had sex. So fucking, you know. I think he's tried to have sex, but he hasn't managed to do it. Something's wrong with his pecker. Obviously, he wanks. Yeah, but how would you have sex? I wish I could have sex with Selena Gomez. She's got a big curvy body. Joe, I'm a strong person as well. I was homeless at one point. No, he's a virgin because he can't get a woman. But Nonslegs is a virgin. Definitely a virgin. Yeah, he's definitely a virgin, he is. He'll fucking die a virgin as well by the looks of it. I've banged about 200 escorts, Joe. Gotta be about 200. Uh, I would say Selena Gomez. She has big boobs and she's got a curvy body as well. Keeps me warm in the winter. Joe, she could keep me warm in the winter. Couldn't she? She could snuggle up in the old nesticles and keep me warm. Yeah, she could snuggle up next to me and give me huggles. I bet she would look good pregnant as well. Yeah, that'd be cute. But yeah, that icon, that blonde one, she was nice, man. Especially when she was like 22, 23. 'Cause she's older than me. Now she just looks too old. Do you know how you know Nonce Legs is a is a nonce because he always says, "Oh, 16's legal, 16's legal," and he tries to justify it. Um, and why would you try and justify it if you didn't like that people that age when you know that it's morally wrong? You know that is fucking weird, isn't it? Because I had this woman on Reddit say, "Oh, you're speaking to a 19-year-old." I can't even remember. It was somebody I approached. It was someone else. I didn't even realize that person was 19. And then she's like, "Oh, you 25 and above." I said, "No, I mean I can get with a 22, 23-year-old if I want to. That's perfectly fine. I don't need to get with a woman that's 25 and above. 22 and 23 is completely fine. I could get with a woman that's that age. What the fuck? Because that's weird." Um, and I think I did say about how 19 is not a child, but The way he tries to justify as 16 as being okay, you can just tell he's a nonce. Because why would you argue with that? It's so morally wrong, a 16-year-old. What do you think, Joe? Do you think he's a nonce? Yeah, it's like me. There's a woman, there's some girl in America, she said that she would suck my dick at that, and she's 19. And to be honest with you, I would get with a 19-year-old in terms of sex if they were really good looking. Now I'm older. If they were really good looking, then I would, but I would never date one. I would never ever date one. But if they were that good looking, and they'd have to be really good looking, then maybe I would. But they'd have to be really fucking good looking for me to get with a 19-year-old. But I wouldn't. I think the minimum is like 22, 23. I'd say it's about 23 now. I'm almost 28. I'd get with a 23-year-old. Yeah, and the way he justifies it as well. Why is he justifying it if he doesn't like a 16-year-old? That's like me. I don't have anything in common with a 19-year-old. I used to just get around to suck my dick and that. But why is that woman on Reddit saying don't go for a woman if she's 25 and younger? I was like, I can get with a 23-year-old. What the fuck? I wonder what she's up to now, that 19-year-old. She's actually 20 now. She doesn't message me anymore. She used to suck my dick, man. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I used to always say it's 18 and above. And he said that it ain't state. He said this isn't states in America. He says this is not, and he'd always get offended by it. So he is definitely a nonce. Just because he's with a woman that's older than him now, that's probably because that's all he can get. There's not younger people. I reckon if he could cold approach like me and he didn't have anxiety, I reckon he would go for kids. What do you think, Joe? It's only because these disabled groups have adults in them. I generally think he would. Uh, I reckon if he could approach like me, I think he would have gone for kids. What do you think? Uh, what ones that fucked up or didn't fuck up, or either? Oh, that thought it was worth meeting me. Well, none of them because they fucked me over in the end. So, well, none because yeah, but that USA Izzy deserved everything she got. She was a cunt. No, she actually was a dickhead. Um, she was a cunt though. She was a nasty cunt. She was a nasty, horrible cunt. Joe. I don't think USA Izzy regretted meeting me, but clearly she did. But she was two faced, so I don't know. No, that's what she should have done. She should have said that's fine, move on and stay in contact. She went OTT. What do you mean I'm always starting from scratch? No, what do you mean? No, what are you talking about? Huh? What are you on about? Oh, oh.